You go to like Jamaica or somewhere and get like cornrows and shit?
Me personally?
Like, have you ever?
I have not. My sister got vacation braids.
Y'all call them vacation braids. They call them vacation braids.
When we were in a cruise to Mexico when I was 10, my sister definitely got.
How old was she? 13?
Yeah, probably 12. But
Okay.
she got 13.
She had beads in the bottom? Like,
She had beads.
She had the beads. What color?
I don't know. I have a
what flag was
it? Yep.
And it was probably fine then.
Wait.
Because vacation braids was a thing in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody was even coming with the cultural appropriation yet. They was just like, I'm in Jamaica, fuck it.
Yeah.
Go to braids.
Yeah.
And then the Jamaicans was like, we got to stop doing this for y'all.
I think they're still doing it.
They are still doing it for real. But they setting you up.
Wait, do I just use the empty glass and just be like...
No,
Yeah.
we about to put some liquor in it. God, can we pour this man some wine?
It's
No,
all
I
like-
know how it works.
Can we pour this man some wine? Can you hear yourself?
I can.
All right, cool. You seen the last episode of Euphoria? Why
No.
can't we do more of that?
Fuck, I didn't watch yesterday.
Claudia-
Great acting.
I was out
Zendaya
watch
bodied
yesterday.
it. Great acting. Why can't we do that?
By the way, that
Yeah.
show is phenomenal.
I
tripping.
like the show. We
Tripping.
discussed last week that I felt like it's pretty aggressive on making 16 and 17-year-olds fuck. We don't need to watch 16 and 17-year-olds fuck. There is no difference between them being 18 and 19.
You know it's
them
happening,
being 16 and 17.
It's happening. Even younger.
I didn't say it wasn't
happening.
that people were not fucking at all. I was saying that it's every 10 seconds, and we don't need the actual narrative
I get it.
that they fucking.
So you don't want the truth.
No,
Cool.
I just want 18, 19. If we can do that, what is the difference? It doesn't change the
You
story.
gotta watch this Netflix show called Elite. It is about European high
Yeah.
school. I don't know if you see.
I've seen some of this.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Steelo.
Those are high
orgies.
school students? I didn't
those are
realize
high
those
school
were high school
students.
students.
In the club every night. They get drunk every night. The
Yeah.
parents know about it.
Yeah.
They drink with the parents. They have Muslims fucking on the show, like real, like it's wild.
Also, we're in America, and Zendaya's in America on this show. I can't tell you what the Europeans are doing, but what I'm saying is, when I watch the show, there've been two great episodes. The episode where it was Rue and Domingo Coleman by themselves in the diner, amazing episode. And the last episode just made motherfucking Zendaya just be like, I'm generational. I'm a talent that y'all will see forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
And she is incredible, and I loved it. But up until this moment,
Thank you.
The writing was lazy.
it's been a little lazy this season. Last season was good. We still were following a storyline.
Yeah.
This season to me just got a little lazy of like, yo,
Visually, it's gorgeous.
it is.
Yeah,
It
It is.
yeah.
It is. I'm not against the show. I still watch it and shit. You know?
Chris, you don't
well,
watch Euphoria, right?
No, but I did. My girlfriend
on,
told me
Chris.
about this Euphoria. Said it was a really
This
good episode.
Euphoria.
This week. She said it was a really good episode.
What are you watching? What are you into?
What
Righteous Gemstones?
Yes,
I am
Righteous
watching Righteous
Gemstones,
Gemstones.
absolutely 100%.
So good.
I cry laughing.
I love it.
Did you watch
It's-
it last night?
I didn't see nothing last night because I went to
I didn't see last
Beauty
night
and
either.
Essex.
Yeah.
Wait.
I saw last night.
Yeah.
I
ain't gonna ruin
love
it.
Righteous Gemstones. You know what I thought as I was listening to the episode last week, but then I saw we had a comment about it too. It was funny because we said that Euphoria convinces, kind of like perpetuates ideas of pedophilia and ideas of watching teens fuck. But then we said that violent video games doesn't do that for violence. So is that hypocritical of us?
Because you can still control that.
What do you mean?
You control in the video games. You still dictate what you're going to do in that video game.
Like if you're
When
going
we
to shoot
watching
somebody for their car? Or?
Euphoria. I'm not controlling anything. I can control the remote, but I'm still watching like a actual show. I'm watching writing.
and
I'm
they're
watching.
real people.
Yeah, still real people, and you're watching real titties.
Oh, it
Them
matters
Them real
if they're
titties.
real
Even
people?
though them titties is 25, 31
Yeah, I was
years
going to say,
old.
but the actors are older.
No,
in
the
real life,
31-year-old titties.
so-
We talking about 26-year-old titties. These are fair
Yeah.
game titties.
Yeah.
I'm just more
They're
saying.
just in a high
titties
school setting.
themselves.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you start throwing high school setting titties in the place, it gets really weird.
It's not the titties, it's the titty
I'm not going to lie to you.
context.
I've always
Yeah.
felt a little weird watching somebody playing a younger actor getting, and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah,
they're in 11th grade. But it's like, no, but they're actually 23.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine there.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that we
were okay
had
with Eminem.
different standards.
We were okay with Eminem.
We were
but
like,
not okay.
Eminem didn't do any of that violence, but we were like, but Euphoria causes pedophilia. And I was like, wait, are those
Are we just
directly in
Eminem fans?
contradiction to each other? And then I saw somebody wrote that in the comments. I was like, they're right. This is a fair criticism of wine and weed.
You guys
That's
have
fine.
seen the classic film Kids from back in the day. It's like
Yeah.
Euphoria all over again.
This is
Modern day
fair.
version.
This is
Somewhat.
fair.
Same kind of shit was going on in high school kids.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson was in it.
But I mean, my whole argument last week was like, I don't have a problem with being real that people are having sex and kids are doing drugs. I do have a problem that Rue is a crackhead, a full-on crackhead. And I went to school, and we all went to school. And I don't know what's going on nowadays, but I know that people were doing drugs, dibbling, dabbling, doing their own thing. But crackheads at school, junkie, a real-life junkie, I never saw one.
Who lies to the people she loves in their face.
Because she's still going to school.
You
And
high?
she doesn't
She's like,
get,
I smoked
there
weed.
aren't like any consequences in the school-wise? They're
I
not
mean, she's supposed to be in this space that she's like not doing anything, going to meetings, and then right now when people notice that she looks super high, she says she smoked a little weed,
Yeah.
like to hold her off.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think someone's living that truth.
Every
Yeah, I
day.
think so too.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing that someone is living their truth. I'm saying it's a whole show based on this person.
Representation.
Yes.
Either way, she deserves all the awards.
100%.
It-
Zendaya, you're
How
amazing.
many movie stars do you think are in their 20s nowadays? Because somebody had this conversation with me recently, and I was like, "Oh fuck that!"
Actual movie stars?
Yeah. Who are actual movie stars who are in their 20s?
Tom Holland, Zendaya.
I think there's only like 3.
And I don't even
your third?
know if I'm watching people.
Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet opens Dune.
That motherfucker just said Chalamet like his name, nigga. Black people went to Charlemagne, nigga. I was like Breakfast Club,
Charlemagne.
nigga.
He's in his 20s and he's a great actor.
This nigga said Charlemagne.
I mean, Timothy Chalamet opened Dune. It feels like that kid's a movie star. He hosted SNL. He's like,
That kid is I think that kid is more of a star than movie star.
okay, so I actually feel like I never really got the Timothy Chalamet thing. I haven't really watched like Call Me by Your Name or like his big movies. But somebody recently said that he's actually very good on stage too. He's like a really like good like actor.
But doesn't a movie star, you also have to be like a household name? Right?
Yeah, and you gotta be a box office draw that you just know those numbers are doing.
I mean, he opened Dune. That's pretty big.
Also, that's a stream. We didn't get to see the real box office numbers behind that and to know what it did. I thought it was a great film.
So do you think there's
shot.
zero movie stars?
No,
in there?
we said name the first 2. We
Yeah.
just don't think he is. I don't think he a box office draw yet. Where you just know you get guaranteed to get $20-30 million.
He is on Complex's 22 best actors in their 20s.
Oh,
And
Complex
this-
has a list.
Yeah.
Who else
22
makes
best.
it?
Yeah, who's on that list?
Zendaya, Timothy, how do you say his
Chalamet.
name? Chalamet.
Charlemagne.
Florence Pug.
Oh,
Florence
Pugh.
Who the
Pugh.
fuck is that?
I see.
She
I
was
don't
in
think
Little
that's.
Women. Tom
Oh,
Holland, Anya Taylor-Joy, was it the Queen's Gambit?
Oh yeah.
But are these people who can open movies
Yeah.
as like the above
Yeah,
title
and
name?
and the last 3 years have been all like, well, not all, but mostly television shows. So like, it's like kind of shifted a little bit. you know what I mean? It hasn't been the same normal blockbuster movie.
That's fair.
coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
People are looking at Ruth from fucking Ozark more than a movie star. You know what I mean? But she's only on
That's true.
television. Shows.
Who Ruth from
Interesting.
Ozark just trying to bite Justin Timberlake's whole swag.
Stop.
From the night-
No, I
What from
I saw
the
the
two?
meme. I saw the meme.
Yeah, and from that was his exact
She's from the
haircut.
Ozarks, bro.
Is that? I mean, she's not really from the Ozarks.
But the character is.
Is Ruth rocking that same haircut outside of Ozark?
No. By the way, she's on the cover of like Cosmopolitan or something this month. She looks gorgeous.
Amazing.
Really? How old
Yeah.
is Ruth?
She's got to be in her 20s. No.
She has to be 1,000%.
Yeah.
The
By the way,
sister-
one of my
Watched her in
favorite
that
shows.
One movie, she was like an assistant or something that you really liked. You liked that movie.
I thought it was
You guys
alright.
not Ozark fans?
No,
I'm
I
a big
love-
Ozark fan. Yeah, we caught up.
I guess
Chris,
I gotta
What?
catch up on some binging. I
Come
haven't
on.
done some binging in a while.
Wait, you don't watch Ozark?
I watched the first season of Ozark. I dug
What?
it.
Damn.
We're on
I dug it.
4.
Well, there's a couple scenes that threw me off reality-wise with the first thing of Ozark, and it didn't catch me. It bothered me, that scene in the building in Chicago, when I was
Yeah.
like, but what about the cops? Where are the cops? Like,
Yeah.
where's the reality of this circumstance? And it would just piss me off like that.
so good.
It
Did
you
felt
turn
soap
it off?
opera-y
Get
to
past
me.
that. It's so
I know.
It's so
I'll
good.
get past it.
Julia
Because I do
Garner,
love
she's
Jason Bateman too.
28.
She's 28.
I
Okay.
told you, she's definitely in 20s.
No, I thought she was in her 20s. I was just asking how old was she. She just looked so young in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you haven't named any. They said 22 people, and I only heard like one movie star on there.
That's kind of what I was. I had this conversation.
Well, I just
this
wanted
weekend.
one name that we could all be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ashton Sanders.
I like Ashton Sanders. Movie again. You were using. It's like saying porn star. We can all agree that doing porn does not make you a porn star. You're just a person that does porn. Until a lot of people watch.
Zendaya and Tom Holland would have been
Probably
the
the
biggest.
The two biggest ones, right? Damn, what does that mean,
everyone on
Chris?
this list is notable, but they're not like movie stars.
What does that mean for you, Chris? Like, why did you bring that up right now?
I just thought it was interesting. Somebody said that to me this weekend, and I brought up Zendaya because they could only name 3, and I was like, "What about?" I was like, "I got one, Zendaya," and then they tried to argue, she's like, has she opened a movie? But she can.
Of course.
She can and
She's
will,
a-
but she does kind of take like supporting roles
Yeah.
in the movies that she opens, which is
Yeah,
kind
she
of
started
interesting.
Malcolm-
She started
yeah.
Malcolm and Marie, and that
Started
was an
Malcolm and
amazing
Marie.
movie.
So
Oh,
good.
okay.
With John David Washington?
No, I said Zendaya.
Is it
was one.
Zendaya or Zendaya? Because
White people say Zendaya.
Oh, okay.
We let them do their thing.
But who's right?
But
I don't know.
Zendaya?
I thought it was Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Yeah, I thought it was Zendaya too, but
I've heard people announce her as
Zendaya.
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 Why?
It's fine.
Why people do love adding ethnicity to a name that
Because they ain't got none.
doesn't
So they gotta throw somebody else shit in there. Throw a little twang on that thing.
I had a friend growing up his name is Sahand, and that's how his mom said his name. He's he's Iranian, and people in school would call him Sahand, and which sounds like more ethnic, but it's
Yeah.
that's not how his name pronounced. But he just let everybody do it.
Because you don't have time to correct everybody.
He was like, "Sure, I'm Sahand," and it's like, wait, that's
Sometimes it's not worth the correction.
It's not.
I grew up with a guy, one of my best friends, Bert, and when I see people like from 20 years ago, 25, they be like, "Yo, how's Lenny, man?" And I'll be like, he's good, bro." Like, I don't even have the time to be like, "Oh, I'm Lenny, he's Bert." So I let it go. Like, I'll do that shit. One time, Nick Cannon, I was in Barclays in the 40/40 Club portion of it. Nick Cannon comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, OG, woo, woo, woo." So I'm like, okay, because some people call me OG, but I'm like, I'm not really his OG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, "Yo, I love the club, man. You're doing your thing with the club." So now I'm like, oh, he thinks I'm OG Juan, who owns 40/40.
Oh, word.
With Jay. So he keeps saying OG, and I love the club, and so I'm just like, oh, no doubt.
Give him Get this guy some drink.
I'm with a bunch of people, right? And so when he leaves, everybody's like, "Why did you not tell him who you were? Like, why'd you let him think you were Juan?" And I was like, 1, I don't have the time. 2, I don't even want to go through the, like, not to say embarrassing him, but you know what I'm saying? It could be a little embarrassing. Like, I don't give a shit because I don't have an ego, but he might feel like, oh, shit. He came back like 5 minutes later. By the way, I know Nick. Not well, but
Enough.
I know he knows my.
Enough
he
to
came
not be
back and
calling
was
you
like,
somebody else.
he was like, "Yo, Lenny, I'm so sorry, bro." So he must have walked away. Somebody must have been like, "Bro, that's Lenny."
That
S.
was Lenny S.
And again, I know him a little bit, but I don't. I'll let you just. Whatever.
I live in a lane, especially with a certain age group of people, because we made so many like viral videos at the beginning of Facebook. I showed up on so many people's Facebooks, so I always get like, "Did we go to high school together?" And I just let people work it out.
Yeah,
I don't try to interrupt them and be like, "Oh no, I used to work." I'm just kind of like, I don't know, where'd you go to high school?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I always say that. That's my favorite line to say to people is when they say, "Where do I know you from?" I say, "Where'd you go to high school?" I'm never going to take you toward television. I'm going to ask you, "Where'd you go to high school?" Ain't it? Damn.
No.
I don't know, fam, but
Southside?
good meeting you, shit. Yeah. Well, people will come to me.
It's
I'll give you my most embarrassing one. People will come to me and be like, "Man, I'm a fucking huge fan." I'd be like, "Word, man." They be like, "Y'all niggas so funny on Wild 'N Out, fam." When I say, man, and I'd be like, "Wild style." I'm not on that show. Should we get into the show?
Welcome to Wine and Weed.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop. We're back for another week.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Reinacher, aka like the Mammoth Magician.
Yeah.
Because I just came from Mammoth Film Festival. I hosted the award ceremony. And
Okay.
stuff out there. So
Cool.
So yeah,
Lucky
that's
style.
me. That's me this week. That's my AKA. Give me some more for next week. And with me as always.
Sterling Steelo Brim, aka Uncle Elroy, aka somebody called me Sterling Hefner, but Hugh Hefner getting a whole bunch of bad press, so I'm gonna just go ahead and stay with Steelo Brim. And with us, as always, Miss Alahna.
Whoop.
Alahna.
Thank you for coming back and doing
Thank
the
you
facts.
for joining us.
We appreciate you. And we have a very special guest. Speaking of child stars and making stars in general, of making making just people blow up. And a man who wears a lot of hats. You know what I'm saying? He is. I don't even know what you are, fam. To be honest with you, you're an exec. You swear you're not. You know what it is? You try to debunk everything people call you. They could be like, "Yo, this man, he's one of the heads at Rock Nation." He'd be like, "I'm an intern."
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, he's one of the best eyes. He's a photographer." No, I just take pictures from time to time. So I'm with you, but
true.
you know, I look at you just as a legend, not as an OG, just as my guy, just a man of many things. Mr. Lenny S.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy I made it. You know, I've been watching the show for like whatever 3,000 episodes you guys have.
That's ridiculous.
And it's like, yo, one day I'm gonna be on there. So
I've asked him to be on the show 6 times. He's canceled 5. Today we actually got it right.
No, see, that's a joke because I don't cancel on people.
No, you don't. You actually are one of the rare people I know in life that if you say something, you are a man of your word. And if you're not gonna be there, you're gonna let that person know.
Yeah.
Respect. You ready to get into the show? If you don't know about this show, what we do each week is we smoke a little weed, we drink a little wine, we talk about the news, we keep it topical, we go over the things from the week. You're not smoking today, but you are drinking with us.
I am drinking.
We appreciate that. You want to dive
We're
into the
drinking
show?
some Cake Bread Cellars.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
smoking some.
Just a little bit of, I forget which one this is. Let me see. This is just some premium Jack, just a regular Jack.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get into the
Let's go.
stories of the week.
Can we talk the first? Do we have the first topic? Can the first topic be Chris's mustache or?
Oh man, it can be.
No, because it gives me like
The stories of the week.
detective vibes or like
Detective
porn
vibes.
star vibes.
I like
porn star
detective.
vibes. For
Usually
sure.
people say molester or detective.
Usually
porn
people
star.
say molester.
So on the list, it would be I would think porn star 1, pedophile 2,
Okay.
cop 3.
Okay. Sweet.
yeah.
Ooh, cop.
Yeah, yeah,
What
it's
kind of cop?
Oh, like
A sheriff or a racist cop?
I gotta see.
If he pulled you over with that mustache, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm in trouble."
Yeah, definitely.
I think I could be like a sheriff too. I think I like detective.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually give private detective vibes.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
PI.
it's a pretty aggressive mustache. I had
Yeah.
a full beard on Friday, and I opened my razor, and I realized that I forgot to pack the
Oh,
connections.
shit. Yeah, that's
So
the
I
worst.
tried to go like from a distance, and then I was like, nope, now there's a hole in my beard. Gotta go mustache.
Damn, you say this every time, but I think you just like the mustache, man.
Yeah.
I
It's
do
okay.
kind of like the
Yeah,
mustache.
if you like the mustache, it's all good.
But that is kind of how it happens a lot. I also just got new fucking clippers, and they don't fit my razor. I'm pissed.
Jesus.
who do you
Christ.
think you look like when you go for the mustache?
Who do I think?
I think you do
like?
look a little bit like Officer Dewey.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I just saw Scream too.
Did you?
Oh.
The new
The
Scream?
new.
You so popping? Is it out yet?
Yeah, I went to the movie. I just like to go to the movie. So
It's supposed to
anything
be
that comes
really
out-
fun, right?
I mean,
Do you like it?
It's Scream, you know.
Okay.
But
Damn,
yeah.
Scream is fun though. I mean, you
It
know what
was.
to expect.
Listen, I was on the edible, so
Oh, that's fine.
it's always great.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
Good review.
You ready?
Let's go.
All right.
Oh, aka the mustache maven. Fuck.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
good.
Antonio Brown announces he's president of EA's Donda Sports, locks down $2 million Super Bowl suite for the kids. After it was
Damn.
announced last week that Antonio Brown joined Kanye West Donda Sports, it's now been revealed that the former Buccaneers player will be assuming the role of president for the organization. Brown revealed his new position by taking to social media and posting an invoice for over $2 million for an owner suite at the Super Bowl, as well as a batch of lower VIP passes. As president, it was important to me to book the Donda Suite for this year's Super Bowl, AB wrote in the caption. This is a game meant to be watched together. This is the love and unity we need to push. This is for the kids, our next generation. Brown added that Donda Sports will be hosting community events during Super Bowl weekend in LA with plans to invite kids and their families to the game.
That's crazy.
Wow.
How do you feel about Kanye and AB even doing business together? It is crazy as you just be seeing AB just like courtside at every Donda game.
Yeah.
He really went straight from the Bucks field to just like being in a high school gym nonstop, and now he's running Donda Academy. I don't know what this means at all. I don't even know what he's exactly running. Did Kanye give him $2 million, or did he just buy a suite for $2 million?
I think they paid for the suite, and they're just showing their
That, we doing business together,
the commitment to
and $2 million to take the kids to see the game.
Yeah, I mean it's a Super Bowl, so I can imagine that those. I didn't know it was that much, but
I mean, they said they were
The
starting at like
owner
1.3, 1.4.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking.
Can you tell me about Donda Sports? I didn't really know that Donda
Well,
Sports
Kanye has
existed.
a high school.
Mhm.
It's been in existence for this year. They actually practice at the same place I play.
They're really good.
They are really good.
Like-
they have
like-
kids from all over the nation.
Yeah, they're really good.
Oh, okay. In LA?
It's like watching an NBA game.
It's a traveling team, yeah, but they're in LA. They have only one LA kid. They got kids from Chicago and Pittsburgh and all over the place. All ESPN top 50 kids came to play on this one team. So it is a really good team. So that is what Donda Sports is. I don't know how much of a school it really is, or I think they're more of a prep school than anything.
But they do, does Kanye make your education program too?
No, I don't think Kanye even on that. I think he just trying to win some games.
Okay. So he's starting with the sports teams.
I think they're starting with the sports team somewhat, and then from there they hope the school continues to grow. I don't know too much about Donda Sports, but I know we shouldn't let Kanye and AB talk for too long. That's all I know. It bothers me to see them in a room for too long. And I'm an AB fan, I'm a Kanye fan, but it just feels like it's a recipe for disaster. Having them in a room and having them, because both of them, I feel like they dream big. They dream big, and one of them actually has the means to make things happen. So that can be dangerous to have another dreamer in the room to push some ideas through. But I don't know. I mean, this is an interesting announcement because AB really is a Hall of Famer on the books. He really is one of the best wide receivers of all time. So to see him go from being one of the best wide receivers of all time to not even coaching a high school basketball team, but kind of managing it.
Yeah.
Is interesting. Yeah.
I'm looking at the receipt that he posted.
It's a real receipt. It's a
He
CVS
got
receipt.
the date wrong on it. It
What?
says
Kanye tricked
February
him.
7th, 2021.
Kanye tricked his ass.
No. There's no way.
The one he posted on his Instagram.
Oh, wow.
The receipt?
It has the
receipt.
wrong
It
date.
has the wrong date.
Are you
man.
realizing this, or have people realized this?
Yeah, that's got to be in the comments.
It has to be. Damn, that's crazy.
It's pretty far. Oh, bruh, this is 2021. You got the date wrong on your fake receipt, sir.
Damn.
I was going to say, all you got to do is go to the comments to look.
Well, now
for the
they have
truth.
to go.
Do you think it's a possibility of it being a fake receipt and that AB isn't actually getting a Super Bowl suite and he really just trying to scare the NFL into being like, yeah, bitch, I'll be there?
I'm sure he could go regardless.
I know he can go regardless. I'm not sure they want him there.
That's what I was wondering, if there's a way that he could get that suite and not have to pay for it, but then post that to make it look like, we have the $2 million. We're spending all this money.
That's the private eye coming out right
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know, man. I say break it up. I say break up that family. The AB and West family. It's got to stop.
Have you ever seen like a big endeavor like this that you're not sure, is this thinking too big and then it works out, and then you're right?
What do you mean thinking too big?
Just
Like
I'm
two
sure
people have,
Lenny's
partnered up.
Lenny's seen some big deals go down and some things that have changed the game, like the creation of Tidal or something like that. You know, that kind of blew everyone's mind of that's bigger than we can even imagine.
Well, I definitely saw, us do it and then, him do it. And then obviously the backlash and the non-believers and the haters. And now we are, 6-7 years later, and it's actually in the competitive field. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, but that's always going to happen. And you have to have the foresight to kind of just skip right over that shit.
Frontier and Spirit are merging, and people are letting jokes fly about the low-fare airlines. The two largest discount airlines in the U.S. are merging, as Frontier and Spirit Airlines have agreed to a deal valued at $6.6 billion, becoming what CNBC is calling the fifth largest airline in the U.S. Both airline boards approved the deal over the weekend. Frontier Airlines has a 51.5% controlling stake, while Spirit will control the remaining 48%.
A lot of chaos.
It's crazy that it's a $1 billion deal, because I just imagine that the offices have stains on the walls.
Yeah, I don't. Which is the one? And I'm not being funny. I've traveled on.
Be careful.
No. Which is the one that you have to get your own seat and run to your seat?
No, that's Southwest.
Oh, that's okay.
Southwest.
I don't know. I'm not being funny.
Spirit and Frontier are always the two lowest price
I've
airlines.
seen Spirit $49 to go to
Yeah,
Japan.
But then if you ever ride Spirit, everything costs extra money. So you can't get a cup of water without paying for extra money.
So it all adds up.
You can't bring a backpack
What do you mean?
on.
Your boarding pass, like you have to pay to get your boarding
Alahna,
pass. No, I
stop.
swear.
It's a racket.
End up being first class by the time you get to 32B. You like, fuck.
I could have rode American.
It's been $750 on this hoe.
The funniest thing is that Spirit is based out of Florida. I just feel like that's so on
Is it?
brand. Yeah.
Is it? Well,
Frontier is based out of Denver and Spirit is based out of Florida.
as much as I want to make fun of them, like I remember when T-Mobile and Sprint got together, and I still have Sprint, and I was a part of that whole deal in my head. I still, and people was like, no, I wasn't happy. It was more like, damn, the two weakest companies is going ahead and getting together. This makes no difference. I ain't getting service regardless. That's how
Do
I
you think
feel
they're
about-
gonna make the airline itself better or worse?
It's gonna be a double plane. It's gonna just be like a double bus, but a double plane.
I don't
But
know.
it's not gonna be like an Emirates double plane. It's gonna literally be like a Greyhound in the air. That's
like
why
a mega bus.
like a mega bus in the air. If they can make that float, they
'Cause
will.
what does that mean? Like it's like two trash hotels getting together. As,
Yeah, nobody
Like,
asked you
what
for
happens?
this.
when the Red Roof Inn gets with the Motel 6.
Yeah,
What does that turn into?
the Red Roof 6.
Hilton?
Horrible.
Like, I don't know what.
And is it gonna make it like? Are they like? And we're gonna rebrand and not be pieces of shit, or is it gonna be now like? We don't have another scammer going against us. We're gonna be the biggest scam. You know,
That could be the case.
Yeah.
That could
I
very
think it
well
might
be the case.
be.
Wait,
Somebody,
is this merger like turning into a new airline, or just they just merged together but
No,
still
I
separate?
think they're just
Still
Chris.
separate.
yeah. I
Got
think
it.
they're just separate. Plane passengers bust man watching porn while girlfriend sleeps. Trust no guy.
Wait. What is that?
Plane passenger busts man watching porn while girlfriend sleeps.
Okay, a plane passenger buzzed a man watching porn while his girlfriend was sleeping. Okay.
Yep, there we go. A woman has taken to TikTok claiming she caught a male passenger watching porn as his girlfriend slept beside him, and the story has sparked serious debate on social media. Sandy captured footage of the frisky flyer enjoying an amorous video while on board the aircraft late last month. She shared the clip to her TikTok account, which it quickly went viral, picking up more than 3.3 million views.
Damn.
The footage appears to show the man in question watching a TikTok video featuring two scantily clad women as opposed to hardcore pornography.
First of all, I don't like them calling these women scantily clad. Like
Yeah.
these women are like, these are women, okay? These are workers. We need to respect
Gotta
them.
respect the queen.
You gotta respect these queens. Secondly, like, why couldn't you just go to the bathroom?
Watching
why'd
porn
you
on
ha-
a plane is wild.
It's
By the
wild.
way,
It's wild.
It's
You know
wild.
why you're crazy? Because you unless you're in the last row. If you're in the last row, you get a
Yeah.
pass. If you're not in the last row, you risk anybody behind you walking to the bathroom.
This is true.
I'm not
Not
doing that.
only was he not in the last row, he was in the aisle seat. This
No.
nigga's wild.
No.
I swear. to
Really?
God,
You're giving access to 8
there is
people.
a picture that shows this man in the aisle seat, does it not?
he just looks over the guy.
And
next
he
to him.
watching it on his right hand side in the
No.
aisle seat. He wanted that smoke.
Oh, that is the aisle.
He must have
Oh,
thought
he's
this
wild.
girl behind me is really a freak. I gotta let her see what I'm
Yeah.
watching.
But it's not.
Wait, have you ever
It's
done
TikTok
that?
or porn.
Yeah, I didn't know TikTok had porn.
Wait, did you say it was TikTok or?
No,
Okay,
she
so
posted him
there-
to her TikTok.
She posted him to her TikTok,
Oh.
but people are saying that it was just a TikTok.
Oh, because that sucks. You
I-
can't always control what you're scrolling to. Sometimes you
That's
can.
true.
You know what?
Yeah.
And
Okay,
I
so
would
here
imagine.
was the question that like sparked debate on social media. It's do you consider watching porn a form of cheating?
No.
Oh,
I won't even be with a girl who thinks that's cheating
No,
because I'm gonna
that's-
cheat on you a lot.
No way.
I can't talk to you
Men and women watch porn. That's
for
not fair.
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Most people watch it to masturbate. That's not cheating.
I think it's. I think you're strange. If
You be
you're-
careful.
Yeah.
if you're checking your partner's porn
Yeah.
watching.
Wait, you think it's strange to check your partner's like to be like, oh, let me see
to
what
put
you're
a
into.
check on it. Oh, I mean,
Checking history?
I don't know. I think.
Would you
I
check
think
your partner's history?
Wait, people check history?
people check
I don't- I
porn
don't-
history? I've
asking-
never
history,
heard
period.
of it.
That's the only way you can find it if you go to
Yeah.
history.
What if you came in and you was like, I'm gonna check my girl's porn history, and it was straight bestiality, fam?
Oh man,
You was
Mm.
having
animals,
sex with animals.
and you was like, this is fucking wild. How'd you get here?
No.
Would you break up with her, or would you be like,
Break
Horse.
up with her? Full on, like I
if
would,
you
I would
watching
definitely
animals
ask some
fuck, I'm breaking
questions.
up with you. I don't know about you, Chris. What if I came in and I
Wait,
saw
it's
you?
watching animals fuck or getting fucked by animals?
That I think
Well,
it's
I think it's
either
watching
one.
interspecies sex.
It's both.
Yes,
both.
it's interspecies sex. But if you're looking for this and you like actually have a history, a search history, I'm not asking you no questions. You're gonna murder me next.
Like you have
I
desire,
gotta break up with you.
desire to fuck a donkey. Like that's the
Fam.
thing you got to think about. Like why are you watching that? Like
What if she's like, it's not really like
a
for
fetish?
me.
It's
I'm
just
just like interested in it. It's like a fetish.
I don't know.
Because
You
then
gotta
aren't you
dress
not
up as a
allowed to
horse.
kink shame people? But I feel bad for
You
the
can
animal
kink-
involved.
you can
I
kink
feel
shame
You know
bad
what
for
I
the
would
animal.
do? You know what I do?
You wouldn't kink shame somebody that was watching an animal and a person.
I would
fucking?
because the animal's involved.
You know what I would do? I would do the best date night ever. I would fucking close down the zoo and I would have sex in the middle of the zoo.
Bitch, this what you want?
Monkeys
going
running
crazy.
around me.
Monkeys going insane.
Tigers in that cage. That's what I would do. Because I understand my woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call me Joey
I
Erotica,
had
bitch.
By the way, I can't wait to see that film or series or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Joe Erotica?
Yeah, they're coming
There's
out
a-
with a scripted.
Like Joe Exotica, bro.
Good. I mean, yeah. Whatever.
They're coming out with a scripted.
Yeah,
Oh, real
like-
scripted?
Yeah.
Like scripted?
No,
Yeah.
good actors. Like,
Yeah.
good shit.
Yeah.
Who?
No, you got to pull it up. Alana. It's like-
We've been talking about
really
Tiger
Still
King
in
on here.
jail.
No, with actors.
There-
bro.
I know, but I'm saying how we gonna make this?
Yeah, but he's done. He got 20 years. He's done.
Damn, I don't think. I think we let Joe out,
Yeah,
man.
Nicolas Cage
Yes.
is starring in it.
Okay, they actually
Wait,
got Joe
Nicolas
Exotica to play.
Cage is
Joe
gonna be Joe Exotica?
They literally got the real version
Yeah,
of Joe
starring
Exotica.
Nicolas Cage.
Wait, this isn't
And
the,
the
one
woman-
I
the
read.
woman is
I thought
popular.
Kate McKinnon was. Is this a
That was an
different
SNL
Tiger
Who's
King?
playing Carol Baskin? Because she's known.
I read one series where Kate McKinnon is playing Carol Baskin, but it was a different Tiger King lead. It was a guy that I don't think you will have heard of. I didn't really know him, but then I kind of knew his reputation. I was like, okay, I could see that guy being good. But I don't really know this actor. I can't even remember his
I
name.
like Nicolas Cage more. To me, that's the perfect casting.
It is good casting.
I think he's playing the husband, though.
Oh,
Really?
Nicolas.
It says starring Nicolas Cage as the infamous Joe Exotic.
Oh,
That's what Deadline
wow.
says.
Damn.
There's a Peacock series coming out
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
called Joe vs. Carol,
Yeah, that's what it is.
What
where
the
John
fuck?
Cameron Mitchell is going to play
We're
Joe
running
Exotic.
out of content.
And
We're
Kate
literally
McKinnon-
running out of content.
And Kate McKinnon will play Carol Baskin.
She's from SNL, right?
Yeah.
she's from
Yeah,
SNL.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she's gonna be
good.
great.
She's good.
Oh, she's fantastic.
No, you have to watch the trailer. It's so good.
I don't know if I'm a fan of this.
Nah, I watched the whole.
Like I did too.
Yeah.
I love Tiger King, but I also feel like I don't necessarily love when we like make the 15 minutes turn into like
Yeah.
3 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
It bothers me. I'm
Of
like,
fame?
yeah, I'm like, we did it. Joe fucking Exotic did it. We all know who he is. He's in jail now. Like, if anything, like, then who's playing fucking Stephen fucking what's that guy's
Stephen
name?
Avery?
Stephen Avery. Who's playing Stephen Avery right now?
I mean, if Stephen Avery came back, I bet Hollywood would be like, "That's great."
Josh
It's a franchise
Gad. Josh
people
Gad
know."
has the role of Stephen Avery. Somebody random.
It's like kind of a musical Stephen Avery one.
Josh Gad? He does musicals?
Yeah, Josh Gad does tons of musicals.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know Josh Gad from other shit. I didn't know he did musicals.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did do what?
He's Book of Mormon. He originator
is that,
of the
Is that
Book
his?
of Mormon cast.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You want to do the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this rapid. We haven't done a rapid fire for a little bit. It's feeling good.
Brian Flores sues NFL, Giants, Dolphins, Broncos, claiming racism and hiring process. Former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores is it Flores? Is I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Flores or Flores?
Yeah.
Flores, has filed a class action lawsuit against the NFL, the New York Giants, the Denver Broncos, and the Dolphins, claiming racial discrimination in the league's hiring process for coaches and executives. Flores filed the suit in the Southern District of New York on Tuesday. In it, he accuses Dolphins owner Stephen Ross of offering him $100,000 for every loss in an effort to tank for the #1 draft pick during the 2019 NFL season. It includes texts he allegedly are from New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick, demonstrating that the Giants conducted an interview with Flores while knowing that they intended to hire Brian DeBall as head coach.
It said Bill Belichick had to resave the contacts as black Bill, white Bill.
Actually,
I mean, Black Brian.
Yeah, that's
Black
how he
Brian.
found out because he got a text.
He got a text from Bill
message
Belichick.
Yeah.
saying congrats on the job, but it was the wrong.
To the white, he was thought he was talking to white Brian, and he was
Yeah.
talking to Black
and
Brian.
was congratulating him on getting. I just like listened to an interview today. So basically, they have to interview a certain amount of like black coaches, white coaches, whatever. And so just to meet the quota, they'd already hired someone basically, and they were still
Of
like,
course.
out. And then the guy had no idea, and he had to tell him. And I guess what Bill Belichick like texted back was,
And say oopsie, basically.
"What's up?"
Oopsie. Like it was just.
That's such a big mistake of a text message.
Damn. Also, it's just like, does this surprise us? Like the NFL is just, they're trying to get better, but it's gonna take some time. But the NFL has a long history, in my eyes, of racism and fucking legitimately. Who else is suing? Somebody else is suing them. They had to hire somebody else right now. The Texans, I think, did today, and it's just like, not saying that it sucks when you feel like you're getting a handout because you had to call somebody out. Like, it's not that you're not deserving of the job. It's not that you're not. Oh shit. Okay, I had a brain fart. I wanted to see if I left the water on, went to the pool, but it's not that you're. It's not that you're not. And I think I turned it off already.
Rich problems.
It's not that you're not deserving. It's just more that you feel as though you're getting the job just because the company got called out for not hiring
Not because
black
of the
people.
actual talent.
Yeah, so the Texans coach, now I know he's getting the job. He probably like, I fucking deserve to be here. But in the same breath, like, this trash that Brian got to sue y'all in front of everybody for y'all just to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I think the NFL doesn't want another Colin Kaepernick situation to happen. So I feel like they're gonna at least look into it, and I feel like he'll get a job. You don't think so?
He'll definitely get a job.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
has
saying
to.
that it just sucks.
Doesn't feel
It doesn't
good.
feel as
Yeah,
good.
getting it that
Well,
way.
so the NFL doesn't want to like make hiring minimums, so they make interview minimums. Is that what kind of the idea is? And they were like, okay, let's interview these people because we have to, but we already know who the coach is.
Yeah.
And we have actual video and audio from many NFL owners, team owners, and coaches and things. And not even when people be running these certain videos and shit, they be like, this is a long time, or this is an old video. It'd be like videos from like 15 years ago and like 20 years ago. Like, that old video isn't that fucking old.
Yeah.
Like, and there was an owner not too long ago saying like he truly did not believe black people were even capable of running a team and
There
owning
was
it.
a lot
Like,
of
I mean,
audio of him
coaching a
saying
team. Yeah, a whole bunch of audio from
Yeah.
different people being like, and this is not just one person or a small group of NFL owners. It's the full DNA of the NFL. It just sucks. And I know that
Until the ownership is more diverse, then I think that it's always going to be a problem.
And this is the convo that me and my dad actually got into this past week, because he was talking about different things from different sports and MLB versus NBA. I said, look, if nothing else, you have to give the NBA credit because what they're doing is they obviously have 95 to 98% of the people playing in it are black.
Yeah.
On top of that, that puts more money within the black community. Now, whether or not they're spending it on rebuilding, the actual community or whatever else, is still putting money in black people's dollars. Even if it's a small category, if it's just him and his four brothers, it's still four
he's
brothers
employing them.
who now have money that they probably didn't have. So you have to look at that as like, this is great compared to the NFL. There is only one owner in the NBA, but it's going to take time. As we look at these players right now, Shaq, who's looking at ownership, D Wade, who's a minority owner.
How much does it cost to become an owner of an NFL team?
Of an NFL team, billions. But it's about groups. You're not trying to get into these ownerships by yourself.
Alone,
there's only.
You think Antonio Brown and Kanye are gonna try to go after it?
You know what? Believe it or not, Kanye, if he continues to get his bread up, who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like,
that's definitely a play for Antonio Brown, at least.
if
Even his message today, what he posted of being like, it's all about ownership, like da 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 da. I feel like that's definitely going to be a play that he's going to try to make.
yeah, they're gonna sell him a team, and it's gonna be from a year ago. The receipt gonna be from a year ago.
So the Bills are ranked as the league's least valuable team at $2.27 billion.
That's the least valuable team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and like I said, the NBA has only one majority owner who's black.
Right.
That's Michael Jordan. But we have minority owners like D Wade is in Utah now. Different. I think Shaq he's not in Phoenix. Where is he at? He has equity in the
Doesn't
team.
Magic have equity in the Lakers?
Magic definitely does, yes.
Yeah.
But like, they're minority owners. So again, we'll look now up in 20 years, and these dudes who are getting paid $40 million per year to play, they can easily put their money together. They can easily go get a group and say, hey, you know what? Let's actually go and own this team. Let's go buy this team. So it's just a better chance than when you look at the NFL, who's not even looking to hire black coaches.
Yeah.
That's just like bare minimum. And it's not like it's like even when you think about them and hiring black quarterbacks, they truly have had arguments for many years that they do not believe black people are smart enough to run the position of quarterback. It's not true. It's bullshit. It's something that they, there's this group of people who are somewhat white supremacists, for sure, have gotten together and have lied to each other into making each other believe this. But it's sad nonetheless.
They're also just so scared that, like, if they let them have these certain positions that they kind of save for white people, that it'll just kick white people out of the sports completely. Like, if they are more... I feel like that's a big fear too.
They're like stay on the NBA now. Okay?
Yeah.
We gave them a basketball. Here we go.
Yeah, and then like these coaching jobs or these executive jobs
that's
are
what I
really
meant
the
of,
only place for white people if there's so many black guys like playing. So I feel like they're trying to protect.
Oh, that's interesting. So
What?
they're trying to protect like representation in sports. Is what you're trying to say? It's like reverse representation.
Yeah.
Because otherwise white people aren't good enough at sports.
But white people are. We don't even bother y'all in hockey. We got 4 niggas and we appreciate them. We appreciate what they do, but also we not trying to claim every sport. For whatever reason, I love the sport.
We
I
don't
wish
show
more.
up at NHL like All-Star Weekend.
There's 6% black dudes in baseball right now. Somehow we went away from this sport, a sport that I actually love. So there are many sports for you guys to play. It's just representation of America in their eyes being taken up.
Yeah.
Especially football is a very
American
Blue Lives Matter sport.
100%.
Yeah.
Con artist Simon Levy from Netflix's The Tinder Swindler banned by dating app. Tinder announced that Shimon Hyatt, subject of the Netflix documentary The Tinder Swindler, has been banned from the dating app following an investigation. We have conducted internal investigations and can confirm Simon Levy is no longer active on Tinder under any of his known aliases. The Tinder Swindler focuses on Hyatt, who posed as Simon Levy, the fictitious son of Israel diamond magnate Lev Lviv on the dating app, and allegedly duped several women into giving him cash and credit cards by lying to them about his life being in danger. The Israeli newspaper Hyatt served 3 years in prison after being convicted of fraud. He was released in 2017 and went into hiding. Another investigation conducted by the Norwegian newspaper was discovered by Alien Coleman, an ex-girlfriend of Hyatt. Coleman alerted authorities, and in 2019, Hyatt was given a 15-month sentence on 4 counts of fraud. He spent only 5 months behind bars after he was granted an early release due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Wait, before we start, who was a bigger and better scammer, this guy or the Fire Festival guy?
I'm going to tell you why.
Because I didn't watch the whole thing.
I have watched this whole thing. I won't ruin it. I will say this guy.
Okay.
Can
Really?
I give?
Really?
Yeah, you want me to tell you why, or you're okay?
Yeah.
Can I
No,
understand
of
a little
course.
more about the guy?
Yeah, tell Chris. Chris doesn't watch television. He's out fighting crime.
So
Who's
my
the
bad. I'm just telling him I'm filming. All right, the guy. So this guy is the guy that's on Tinder. He was on Tinder. He, like they said, he goes by many aliases. He gets a lot of girls to swipe right. Is swipe right because of his lifestyle. You know?
Yeah.
He shows this very
Private
crazy
jets
private
and-
jets. Yeah, Rolls Royces.
Luxurious.
Very
Okay.
easy to swipe right on that when you're looking at that. So he's getting a lot of girls based off that. After he gets with the girls, he's living a crazy life right in front of him. So if you imagine love bombing but with money, he's love bombing the
So
fuck
he
out of them
is
with
doing
money.
that in real life.
Yes,
with
in
the
real
girl.
life.
But
Pull
like
up.
day
Okay.
one.
So they meet him.
So you're a
Okay.
believer.
So it
day
is
one.
the long game he's playing with these.
he
guys.
does it pretty quick.
long con.
But he's like, boom, meets you right away. You're like, oh, he really looks like his pictures. Already, based off Tinder and things, people are like, that's crazy. He looks like his pictures. Secondly, he shows you this lifestyle on Tinder. Boom, you're right in the lifestyle immediately. He's like, meet me at the Four Seasons of where the fuck he is. You're going to meet him there. He's in the penthouse. He is
presidential
living a
suite.
life. Big bottles of Ace of Spade,
Of course you believe it.
Living a fucking full life, right? So you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this guy is legit. And he's just like, boom, boom, PJ, you're flying with him. He's like, you know what? Actually fly out with me. Fuck all the bullshit. We about to go over to Bora Bora tomorrow.
By the way, Steelo, with his kid and his kid's mom.
Yeah.
So imagine now how secure this woman feels. Like, he's like, yo, I want you to come with me. Like, by the way, I'm not with my kid's mom, but she's coming with us. So now you're like, oh, and he trusts me to be. It's like
Yeah,
he pulls me.
he pulls like real life, like swag shit.
His
on
real kid and
his real kid
mom.
and his
With
real
the kid's
kid's
mom.
mom. Yeah, he like, yo, this is my look.
While the kid's mom is like,
This is my ex chick, but I call her nanny now.
he's a great guy. You're gonna be good. All
Okay.
That. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
so he's living his life, spending a lot of money. Boom, boom, boom. He's letting you know he's from the biggest diamond company, family in the world. He's got a big project. He always says he's got a big project going on. He got some big shit going on. That's what he says. He hits me right away with, I got some big shit going on. I can't really speak about it, but just know it's big.
And by the way, from what you see, you believe it.
Everything's big.
Yeah.
House real
yeah,
big.
I would.
Car real big. So everything's big right in front of you. So you like, yo, I guess this dude's telling the truth. Boom. He calls you on a random Wednesday at 2 a.m. He's like, what the fuck? Y'all shut the fuck up in the background. Bitch, these niggas is crazy out here. He's like, look, listen here. I need to borrow $20,000 right now. Don't ask no fucking questions because my enemies, who knows what they tracking. Just, baby, just send the $20,000 and the girl might be like, I don't have it, or I do have it. Or they might be like, you know what? I'll take out this credit card because he's done everything in front of you.
Yeah, he's
you
good
know he
for
has
it.
the money.
Yeah.
He has the money. So then that girl who does not have $20,000 is like, fuck it. Let me go get a little credit card. And he'll be like, yeah, go get a credit card or something. Go get the credit card, get $20,000 now. Boom, him $20,000. He's like, cool. He like, then something else might happen. He like, give me $50,000. Another credit card. Boom, $50,000. But then he's like, I got you. He writes you a check for $450,000. You only gave him 70 racks.
Yeah.
You like, damn, I'm up a lick. What's that, 380? I'm up 380. I'm doing numbers,
Big
fam.
time.
I'm out here. Guess what? Now you go cash that check. The check didn't go through. You call him like, what's going on with the check? He like, bitch, calm down, first of all. I don't like your tone. He like, second of all,
Relax.
he like,
Relax.
he like, second of all, I got the money. Banks say all kind of crazy shit.
Cut it out.
You've been with the Bank of America 3 years. They have given you problems. So you like, you know what? You like, you know what? Maybe he's right. Banks do say crazy shit. I've been overdraft 3 times. I know I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and believe this guy, right? It continues to go on. He might need to get one more credit card, but he already gave that 400 back. He don't know what's going on. And he might even hit you with a little change just to hold you over, just to really fuck your head up real quick. He runs this process basically as a Ponzi scheme with hundreds of women. So he's using Alana's money to pay for Chris money to pay for Steelo, and so on and so forth, using my money to pay for Lenny. And this is what he's doing. He's not legally binded because he's making you take out credit card under your name.
Yeah.
And he's not making you do anything.
You're doing it a favor.
He just
You're doing a favor.
smashed you and showed you some shit, and you was
Convinced
like,
you.
I'll do it. So that's why I say he's a better conman than the fireman,
You got it.
because he's in prison.
Yeah. This guy went to, like, the Fire Festival guy went to, like, corporate people. That's different. This guy's actually real
He's in the
people
streets.
who, like, don't have it.
Doing numbers.
But I think
doing
that
numbers.
Right.
That's like.
But also I want you to think about this. I'm gonna tell you how, because I want to give y'all one last piece, cherry on top. I'm watching this documentary. I'm in bed. I'm up late. Lana's knocked out. I'm like, I'm still watching this shit. It's good. This is crazy. I get down to the end. As I get to the very end, one of my boys posts, he's like, you know what the craziest thing is? This nigga's still on Instagram. I'm like, no way. Because they post up his Instagram and everything. He has the same name. He's such a narcissist that he keeps the same name. It's not like he's trying to change his IG. Not only did he have the same name, I go to his page. He didn't have a new post. He had a new IG story in the back of the Cullinan, in the Rolls Royce.
And you know what?
By
Stars
the
on
time
top.
that you sent that to me, though, because you sent it to me like 3 in the morning, I woke up at like 7.
It was gone?
No, it was still there. But also he had wrote a message like, oh, this isn't the full truth or the whole story.
course.
Just wait till I tell my side of the story.
Coming on Hulu.
But I didn't watch it, so I had no idea why you were sending me this. I was like, who is this random?
By the way, the crazy part is he
Wow.
would get more women to do it because then there are those people who are like, yo, don't listen to that.
Yeah.
That's supposed and will
Yeah.
really get somebody else. That's the
So
wild
he's
part.
also doing multiple of these scams like at the same exact time.
multiple
like-
women.
He's getting multiple chicks.
And
That's
so
crazy.
the real life mom and kid are just experiencing
Well,
this
this what it is.
I don't know how
Basically,
that part
fam,
works.
she is a
Is she
scam
in
artist
it with
too.
him?
Yeah.
She must be.
She
in it.
has
with
to
him.
be.
She's on every. She's in
Yeah.
every moment.
By the
of
way,
every-
it's her child
They're
support.
together.
So
No,
Well,
no.
also, whose money? How much? What's his startup cost?
I'll give you guys one more detail about this because it's funny. The real mom actually was the person who sued him and she was the one who actually sent to prison for the only time he went to jail.
For passport fraud.
Yeah, for passport fraud. She was the person who got him locked up. No, that was a different time. That was a different. But she was the person who got him locked up for real.
Wow.
And then when she got him out, I guess somehow he got her back on his team, and they became a. She was more mad
He
that
is a
you
real
got you
mouthpiece.
conned me, fam. I thought we was real.
Yeah.
How about we get into this shit together? And they got into it together. Now they in the business together.
A real
Wow.
love story.
A real love story.
You gotta watch it.
Wow. I mean, I'm just like, so he kind of just took like $70,000 from you and took you on a $70,000 journey.
No, he was taking minimum from each girl, minimum $250.
Really?
Minimum.
Really?
Minimum.
Like in the whole
Minimum.
long haul.
Oh my
Not-
God.
not in
There's
one time,
no
but-
No, not one
way.
time, but
Yeah, not in one
No, no,
time.
I don't care if it's one time or over the course of 6
No,
months.
over a
His
course
women
of-
all in, they say he got like over 25 million.
25
serious?
Alahna,
million?
you know that if you're in love with somebody, you believe them, you're gonna do anything. Not saying you, but in general, like women will do whatever to hold their man down. They don't look
But
at it
I'm
like,
also like,
oh,
if he's
scammer.
doing this with multiple women at a time, right? You
He's
have
not
to be
supposed
giving
to.
me a lot of attention for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you this much money. There's no way he was that
happens.
attentive to everybody. There's
That's
no way.
kind of
No,
what I'm saying.
he was
It happens.
he was love bombing. I said with love and money very quickly for like a week. Really
week?
hard.
There's
But
no
listen,
dick that
listen,
good.
listen for a week. But look,
There's
but
no-
but
there's no
listen,
dick
but
that
listen.
good that you're
It's
like,
not
after
even
a
not
week,
that.
I'm gonna
It's
pull
not-
it.
It's not the
lifestyle.
It's not the dick. It's the
It's the
lifestyle plus the
lifestyle.
dick
Like,
plus the
what?
view. See, because you getting fucked on the PJ, then you getting fucked when you land again somewhere
4
else that
seasons.
you like. Yo, we're in a different place, and he's telling you, "I love you, and I'm going to marry you." I don't know what it is, but our souls, I
Yeah,
just feel
we're
it. They're
connected.
intertwined. They're connected.
Yep.
It's you and I versus the world. Oh my God, I
That
feel
does
it.
sound good.
And that girl is, and that girl.
By the way,
shit.
Alahna has her credit card out.
She's slowly moving it toward me.
The crazy part is, by the way, when the girl, like one of the girls, when he was like, "Yo, meet me at this private jet. You're gonna come with me." She told her girlfriends, and they were like, "What?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Is this even safe?
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?" And she's like,
That's what turned her on more.
right for the average girl's like, "I'm getting on a private
But also,
jet."
you know that probably happened, like Instagram girls that be just flown out to these, like to Dubai or this place or whatever.
Yeah, they
like
get-
real life happens all the time, and it
to
really
get a
is scary
trout
that
shoved
like
up their
you are
ass.
flying across the world or fly across the country, whatever it is, for someone that you don't even know, like
Yeah.
you've never even met. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
By yourself.
You also have to remember, whether it's Tinder, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you're following somebody or even chatting with them on DM or whatever, you already feeling like you started to know them already. Like,
Yeah.
you've been following. That's
He
scary.
meeting them. He
Yeah.
actually meeting them and spending time
Yeah.
with them and money on them
Are you
very
sa-
quickly.
and what's his success rate? You think he's 10 out of 10? You don't think there's
Nah,
some
no,
girls?
if he 10 out of
But,
10.
but that's
I
what I'm
think-
saying. But then he goes and drops like, because you got to drop like what, 25K for the date.
I'm not
Chris,
dropping
even
shit.
if-
It's not my money. He's
even
living
if-
check to check.
Yeah, it's
Credit
it's
card.
it's Lisa's money, Chris. It's not.
Yeah, but
So-
then but then if you're not investing in something, if it doesn't feel like it's gonna work out, she's either too smart or doesn't have enough
Cool.
money.
No,
Next.
no, Chris. First of all,
And you already
you're-
took her on a private jet
First-
to
Oh
No.
yeah,
fucking-
like how much
No,
does he lose?
France.
y'all gotta understand this. He's targeting certain women.
yeah. So he
You
realizes
gotta
that
understand.
they,
He probably matches with more girls than he actually does this to. He probably matched with other girls and he like, nah, that girl. I'm looking at her background. She got too many friends in this
She's family
shit.
oriented.
Yeah, she got
She's
this going
this,
on.
that.
Her dad in her life. Fuck
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
I'm gonna go for the girl
He
who
knows.
looking for love for real. Who
Yep.
looks like I want love. I need to be held. He like, you know what? You need to be held on a PJ.
Yep.
These weren't American girls, were they? Or
They were. I think he had some
Yeah.
all overs. He had
Oh,
all
yeah.
He
overs.
was all
Yeah.
over?
Yeah, he's all over. He's touching the globe.
Wow.
And like they said, his family looked at him like he had been a con artist. I think since the age of it was some real life Catch Me If You Can. He's like
Yeah.
he had been a con artist since he was like 17 years old.
There's definitely gonna be a part 2 because I feel like after this blows up, there's definitely gonna be.
He
women
popping
that
now.
start-
He might have his
what
own
happened to
TV
me.
show. I
Yeah.
could see him getting his 15
I
minutes
could
extended.
yeah, I
not
could
doing
see
it
him.
And I'm
in
here
the-
for it.
illegal.
But I will say this much. Argument, question to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
What separates him? 'Cause my boy asked this question. What separates him from girls of Instagram?
You're saying girls of Instagram that
Girls on Instagram
That
who
lure you
simply
in with
lure
their
guys in. They
looks
get
and
money
their
out of them.
lifestyle
They
and-
get all these things out of them.
But, okay, so
They
the
asked
women
these
that
dudes
he
to
was
cut
targeting,
checks.
You said that they
They didn't have
it,
money.
right? So
Oh,
there
that's
you
what
go.
your argument is?
I think that's
Wait,
part
The
of
niggas can
argument.
afford to lose it.
Yeah.
So you're saying that if it's
They
like,
can't see you on
let's say
camera,
it's
I
the
like
same
that.
exact story, but it's about a hot influencer girl
Yeah.
who picks up men, and maybe the first time she
Yeah.
goes out with them, she's like, I can probably
By the way, it
fly a
happens.
private jet
What?
to Paris. And then the next one,
Well, we
she's
go.
like,
Did we go
but
to
you're
Paris
a
with
man. You're going to pay for this. And then you have to pay for it the rest of the time. And now all of a sudden that feels like a different story, right? It doesn't feel as manipulative. But
Nobody
is it-
cares.
Is it equally
It's not even a
manipulative?
Netflix special. It's barely a TikTok. Nobody cares. But the moment, it's a dude who like got all these
Yeah.
women that cut
Well,
real
I feel like it'd
checks.
be the same thing if, like, okay, women who scam older men out of money right before they're about
That's
to die.
better.
People look
Yes.
at those
I like
girls
that.
like,
Yes.
you're not shit. Like, you're not a good
Yeah.
person. So I feel like it's circumstantial.
You're
What if-
23. He's 68.
Yeah, he's about to die.
Yeah,
And you like, where are those like girls have like stolen dead people's credit cards and
Yep.
stuff like that? And you're like, you're not a good person. Like,
Yeah.
you're taking advantage. It's taking advantage of people who are less fortunate, or
Mm-hmm.
people who are ill, or people who are not
Vulnerable.
all the way. Yeah.
What if
vulnerable
the
people.
23-year-old girl was like, I do only date guys who are damn near dying, but I like to be there for people when they pass over.
fuck
Wait, let
outta
me
here.
finish. She's also like, I'm into like older guys, and I only look for older guys that are into younger women.
Older
I don't-
guys is 45. 52.
She's like, my thing is 80. Then you're not gonna tell me that my thing can't be 80. I like 80.
And I like bestiality.
And I like wearing designer clothes
Yeah.
and getting plastic
I'm
surgery.
just asking questions, guys. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I
man.
think that 80 seems a little high, but I also don't know if I'm here to tell somebody what age they can love.
So you think that this man, then you're not here to tell him like, oh well, maybe he just.
No, this guy is a scam artist who I feel like is like ruining people's lives.
Oh no, ruined. Every single woman cried.
Wait, but is
there
he
was not
act-
a soul that didn't cry in front of us on the documentary.
Is he actually part of the family? The dynamic?
Not at all. The family has
Okay.
went out many times to say we don't know him
Oh,
at
shit.
all.
Okay, I
He
didn't see
changed
that
his
part.
name legally to their last name.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that was what you're talking about. So it's a real diamond family.
It is a
He's
real-
No, I knew the
claiming
family
Yes.
girl.
that's what he's
Oh,
I
getting.
didn't know
so
if
when
he was
you
really with
research,
them.
you're really like, oh, it really is a real
Yeah,
diamond
yeah.
family. It's the diamond family.
He's
and
just
his
not
last
really a
name,
part
and
of them.
he's just not. His real last name is completely different. And they tracked down his mother, and she's like, I had nothing to do with this. He been scamming since he was 16 years old. Leave me out of it.
Wow.
Lenny, I
He's good.
think when you're
He's
saying
really good,
him
actually.
versus McFarlane, right? What was that guy's name? Billy
Yeah.
McFarlane,
Uh-uh.
who created Firefest. I think that this guy is a way worse person. I think Billy McFarlane is like, I think Billy McFarlane almost didn't realize how
Like
much
he
he was
got in over
scamming
his head.
people.
No,
Like,
You
no,
don't feel like he just got
Th-
over it.
you don't
over
think
his
he?
head?
Man, he gave them choke sandwiches in a tent.
Yeah.
because he was like, because in his imagination it was all gonna come
In
together.
his mind, he thought, yeah, but he was still scamming. He knew.
He was scamming.
By the way,
Yeah.
he was using that money to fucking live a life. He was using that money for a penthouse in Soho. He was using that money for like nights at One Oak. He was.
But that was all like A, investors' money, and B,
Yeah.
but some individuals' money, which is fair, and those individuals probably had a very, very bad time. But those individuals also got to experience that bad time. Probably only lost like maybe a couple $1,000s at most, and they got to experience it with a
True.
group of people. That's way
Yeah,
more
but-
evil than taking $250,000 from them and them being fucking alone.
Yeah, but he did it in one shot. Like this guy did it throughout, hundreds of women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Billy did it in one. Like, let me do it in one shot,
Yeah.
one festival.
yeah. I
And
think
there's no like emotions involved. You're not
Yeah.
messing with people's like
Yeah.
hearts and minds.
He was making
But
fake-
I wanted to see Little Uzi.
Yeah, but he was he was making fake websites like, come get these, exclusive VIP tickets, and there really was no tickets. So
That's fucked up.
There
Yeah.
wasn't no personal, like she said, there was no personal
Yeah.
attachment. Personal.
That's kind of fucked up though. Like, what if I really did
Emotional.
save my whole life to see my favorite artist? I
Of
was like,
course.
Ja Rule will be at Firefest.
I think one is more cruel and one obviously manipulative. They're both manipulative, but one is more cruel. The person who actually manipulates women and gets them for their last, gets them for money they don't even
Not even
have.
last. It's money they
No,
didn't
money
even,
they don't even have
it all.
is worse than the person who's like, let me get this kid who got money from their parent for this
Yeah.
$275 ticket. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I'm just talking
Right.
shit. I agree with you. This dude is super
Yeah.
fucked up. I watched it and I had to DM
He-
her and
wait.
she was asleep. That's how fucked up he was.
Wait, a question to each of you guys: which one would you do if you had to do one? If you had to be
Oh, if I had to do one,
If you had to see him.
I think this the
Obviously
individual guy.
Okay, I don't. Yeah.
He's not in prison. That's my
You want to
point.
do Simon?
Okay.
Oh, because he's not in prison.
That's the only reason.
I mean, that
it's just
sucks.
that he's not in prison.
I think living the Billy life would be fun, and then it would be like, sorry guys.
Wait, Billy's in prison.
Billy's in prison.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Billy fucked up. They both should be in prison.
I'm not saying Simon shouldn't be in prison. I'm just saying Simon is scamming. It's fucked up. But what's the difference between Simon and big corporations? They prey on people who ain't got shit.
Come on.
They do stuff.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
but
Simon.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm just
Simon.
saying.
They're still selling you a product or something. This guy had nothing.
Work
the
with me,
other-
people. Work with me.
Iowa Republicans call for teachers to be monitored by cameras. History teaches but has no students. Conservatives, the self-proclaimed defenders of the tradition in the America of old and cracking down on American history. Conservatives from the Atlantic to the... Okay, what is this article?
Okay, conservatives want to put cameras in schools, but I didn't realize that the reasoning behind it was like to catch teachers, like teaching. Is it like to catch teachers teaching things they don't want them to teach them? Either way, they want to put cameras in schools, and I just thought it was an interesting topic of like, is that a good thing to be able to
They would
watch
wear
either
them
students
like
or
body
teachers?
cameras, basically.
The teachers would?
Like a cop? Like
Beating the fuck out the kids.
I think it's
Wait,
I
like
think
a
what
highway
they want
patrolman?
Is it to be like a cop? I think they're saying it in the way that they're monitoring the teachers, though.
What's happening in the school? They like, we got to make the teachers with body cams. Family's getting wild.
because I mean, how many teachers
And in
really?
Iowa. What's going on in Iowa?
My guess is that it all starts with like, we don't want them to teach about what really happened. That's
You think they like, oh
Is
man,
it
we
like-
got to
is
change
this a
the
reaction-
textbooks out and actually teach real American history? And Iowa's like, come on, slow down.
yeah, they're like,
Let's keep it white.
We need to make sure that no teacher is teaching critical race theory. I think that's what they might be doing.
Is that what's going on? That's crazy. Oh, that's interesting. I ain't even think about that because, one, I ain't got kids to really be thinking about what's going on like that in school. And secondly, in Iowa at that,
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. But to like have teachers wearing cameras to make sure they're not teaching real history.
And by the way, who's the person that watches those tapes? Those videos?
I think if there
footage,
was a thing that happened in
incident.
school, an incident, that either them being
They go back
like
to it.
there was a fight or this guy talked back or this teacher was teaching something that that is
my
not in our
God.
I
curriculum.
wouldn't hate security cameras.
We
in
want to
classrooms.
review
Yeah.
that.
Like I don't think like teachers should have to wear like body cameras, but
Yeah.
security cameras in classrooms.
I would think that'd be normal. At this
What do you mean
point.
Yeah.
security cameras? Like just to
Not
make sure
just-
of what?
It's a security camera with audio and video.
You're
Well,
saying for school shooters, or are you saying just for in
Nah,
general?
Steelo is no
Incidents
different
for
than
anything.
any place
just
you
asking.
go
It's
that
like
has
these-
cameras inside.
yeah.
DMV, all these
Walmart,
places.
all these other
Wa-
places.
yeah,
any public
Target.
place. I think because you can. Kids accuse teachers of being like, oh, my teacher said the N-word or this happened or whatever. And then now you can just run back and play the tape and be like, yeah, this teacher did do this. And we can hold them accountable now. And it's not just like a teacher against a student or anything like
Yeah,
that.
body,
I agree with
body
that.
cam is too much.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll take that because I had a teacher and my art teacher. I think I told the story before on Wine and Weed, but my art teacher when I was a sophomore went to my principal and told my principal that I said I wanted to kill all white people.
What?
This was a true story.
So they knew you early on.
I love you so much. So I'm happy our fans know me today. Like he is pro-black as a motherfucker. Feels right. No, but I never said she enjoyed that way too much. Didn't she? She was like,
Because I was thinking like, it's not that far
It's not that far off.
why y'all against me?
By the way, it's Steelo.
I can
It's
see
Steelo.
Sterling
I
definitely
mean, not
be like,
Chris, but
I
like,
said
it's
it
Steelo,
as
yeah.
a joke.
A younger Steelo,
I
for sure.
never said it.
By the way,
Yes.
he's a whole adult now who has like, a little bit of a heart. Imagine back, young Steelo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Well, look, young Steelo was smart enough. So they was trying to suspend me, and it was some bullshit. And I had to go against the teacher, but I knew my word didn't matter because I had been suspended a whole bunch of times. So I was like, they ain't gonna fucking believe me. So I took down my full class, all the white kids, everybody. I was like, yo, will y'all please tell them that I never said this? And they like, Sterling, he would never. He would
wow.
never say that. I also had a gun.
Yeah.
In their back. So I was like, hey, little black motherfucker, say that shit.
Wow, Sterling's like young Joe Rogan. It's like a reverse experience.
Wow.
Not at all, man.
You get your whole class together being like, but we're friends, right? We're okay.
But no, I never said it.
But you never said
The
it.
teacher made it up
That's the
completely.
difference.
She was a new teacher. She didn't like me. She didn't like me because our old teacher was this dude named Mr. Barrera. I got you real quick. Mr. Barrera said to us, art, you can't fail art. Art is about expression. Art is about, seeing things through. And as long as you are expressing yourself and you're doing this, you'll get an A in my class. I thought he was amazing. He left one day and she became the new teacher. And she was trying to give real grades and homework. And I was confused. I said, bitch, this is art. We will not overcomplicate this.
I just want to tell you something because you don't have kids yet.
Yeah.
Every kid says, my teacher doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Every kid. Like, that's their excuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
just
it
FYI.
fair to think sometimes that teachers are humans as well and they have bad days?
It could happen,
And
I'm
some of them
sure.
are shitty and they don't like kids for real?
I think teachers definitely, some of them don't like some kids.
Just bring it up. And
Some kids.
And some
Yeah.
kids
You
deserve
can't be
it.
a teacher and not
Some
like
kids
kids.
deserve it. You think so?
I
No,
think you
some
can get
kids.
jaded.
Because of attitude, you can't be a teacher and not like kids.
Period? You don't think so? You don't think you can be a teacher who I needed a job and I'm going to keep it right there?
Or
I think that's
enjoy being
rare.
a bully, and so I can become a teacher to like bully.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up person.
Yeah.
It is a fucked up, but people are fucked up sometimes.
Cops don't.
I get what you
people-
mean.
Cops become cops all the time, and you're
True.
supposed to be like
So protecting them.
protecting.
Or
them.
so-
And you
yeah,
fucking hate them. Yeah.
Some people are like, I don't know, maybe I'm a teacher, but they don't. They're not like there's a lot of people who are like, yes, I have the passion for teachers, and those people are amazing. But then there's got to be some
There's definitely
who
some.
are like, you know where I thrived? High school. I'm gonna go back.
Oh, I feel like
For
there's a
sure.
lot
And
of
be the
gym
cool
coaches
guy.
like
For
that,
sure.
gym
Yeah,
teachers
for
like
sure.
That are like, that was my peak was in high school, and it was like I was the man, and now I'm gonna be a gym teacher to keep that.
Did y'all ever have a
And kind of
creepy
be in
teacher?
charge of some people.
Did y'all ever have a creepy teacher? A teacher that everybody had one teacher that they all collectively was like, if anybody ever came out with some shit, it'd be this one right here. I definitely had a teacher, my music teacher. I ain't gonna say his name, but he used to try to teach kids how to blow on stuff too much for me and way
Jesus
too
Christ.
passionately. And I used to be like, fam, this feels off. And he used to say it in a really weird way. But I was like, this is off for sure. I think he got in trouble too.
We had a Spanish teacher where something was a little, like he was funny and like charming, but also like kind of hitting on girls.
Jesus
word.
Christ.
And
That's wild though, because you're an adult. Like unless you're teaching college, not saying it's okay. I'm just saying they're adults. Still
Yeah,
not supposed to happen.
for
But
sure.
You can't be in like high school. Like
But you remember being like a little boy in high school and wanting to shoot your shot at one of your teachers. I had a badass
Yeah,
teacher
you can go
who came
up.
out junior
You can't
year.
go
Her name was
down.
Miss
Okay,
Poochie. Miss
ever.
Poochie, if you watching right now, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man now.
Yeah.
You
Think
know
of
what I'm
it.
saying? But
think of the average 25-year-old like hot woman who's like like and you're 17, 18. You're like
you like what?
you can Chris. You can go up. You can't go down. Like you can think she's attractive.
can think,
up
yeah.
or he.
I when I went to college, I was like, man, wouldn't it be fun to have the I fuck my TA or a professor? There was no opening ever. There was no there was no good looking nobody that
There
I
was-
ever wanted to, and I was like, damn it, that would be such a fun experience.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
nah,
Back to
it
searching on the
never
internet.
got
So
there.
everybody wishes they could smash their professor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one search thing on porn.
Number
Really?
one.
Really? Is it?
I made that up.
Number
felt right though,
one.
didn't
Oh,
it?
shit.
Didn't it feel right?
What is the number
Step
one search
professor.
on porn?
Step professor sounds wild, fam.
Okay, 2021 most popular porn searches.
Wait, we really searching? This is the facts we
I
changed?
just-
Just to,
wanted to know.
yeah, just to check.
Just to check. I also want to see in
For 2021, the top categories were ebony, lesbian, MILF.
Number one was Ebony?
Yeah.
Look at black women thriving in private.
2021.
MILF is more popular than people think.
Ebony is number one for real?
Ebony.
It's
Of
crazy
course it
that
is.
America and people treat black women so bad, but they searching them number one in
No,
private?
no. That's all they want.
That's crazy. Ebony number one. Okay. And then MILF was number two?
Lesbian was number 2.
Lesbian's number two. Okay.
Third was MILF. Fourth, I don't know what this is.
Don't read it. Then. Baby, if you don't know what it is, don't read it. Read it.
Is it hentai?
Yeah.
It's
Chris was like,
How
is
the
it my
fuck do you
thing?
know that?
Oh, good. I'm so glad it made number
Wait,
4.
wait. What is it?
He said hentai.
Hentai.
What is that?
It's
Is that like anime?
Japanese anime porn.
Yeah. I knew about this. I heard about this
Oh,
one time.
shit. You know what's wild? even like, cause you follow Murakami.
I don't know where you're going with this. Yeah, look at
Murakami, he'll post
Are you
like
saying Murakami? Like, is that some Asian porn star?
no man, the fucking artist. But
okay.
anyway, he'll post like a statue of a new toy and legit pause like coming out of.
That's hentai.
No, I know, but it's like very normal. I
It
didn't
is.
know it was like that normal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, who buys art that has like coming out of? That's wild, bro.
Somebody's buying it.
Of
It's a
course
blue
they
chip.
are. It's number 4 on top fucking.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah,
you wanna
do you
see
search
That
hentai?
it definitely. I don't think I've ever searched hentai. I don't. No.
You don't
Yes,
think
you
it's not a
have.
thing you think that you did or not. You if you gotta
I
think,
definitely have never like searched hentai.
Is that
like,
a turn on
because
to
I
watch
want to masturbate to
cartoons?
it.
Fuck.
you've
I-
never
I've
searched
gone
because
like,
you wanna
what is
masturbate
this?
to it. What
Yeah.
like what's been like the thing that you saw like before that you was like, man, this is some weird shit, but I might go ahead and beat off to this one. Like Mara
I was-
Simpson. You seen Mara Simpson in that little click bar on the side? It was like, her
Oh,
titties
yeah.
do look crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, for me, just when I was young, just like the animal shit. That's wild. Like the people were like, when I was young, I thought that was like weird.
Well,
like,
that is
that
super
they would
weird.
like watch
weird.
people.
Wait,
that is
people-
super
the
weird.
furries
That's-
or actual
No,
animals?
actual. Are you wild, fam? You in a whole different category now.
What?
There are people who are furries.
People that wear like costumes.
They
and get
dress
fucked.
up in
No,
like.
that's fine. If you have a fetish to wear some wild shit, wear it. I'm talking about fucking a donkey.
Oh
or-
yeah, you're
That's
talking about like
fucking
early
that's-
internet
that's just-
videos.
yeah.
Early internet.
You're talking
Oh.
E-Bombs World. No, not
That's
E-Bombs
before
World. That's like
Rodden.com or
Yeah,
some
If
shit.
that's
you
like
want to put on a
rotten.
bunny
Yikes.
on Easter, do your thing, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like kind of cool.
kind of cool.
I'm saying the furries.
It's very cool. No, I'm just kidding.
What outfits have you guys worn? Like animal outfits too?
What, fam? Who you talking to?
I don't even know what that is.
He had answered your
I've never been in a furry community before. of any
But you a
sort.
fuck
in
with
the
it?
furry community. Where does that community exist?
I think they have like conventions.
have
at
conventions,
hotel-
fam.
We've hit a
What do you mean?
we've hit a couple articles on Wine and Weed before
No,
that.
didn't they also
involve
have it on
furries.
that HBO show? How to with John.
Oh
They had
yeah,
a
with
furries
John
convention,
Wilson.
no?
They
Was that at that?
yeah, you're right. They did wind up in a furry convention.
A furry
Question.
convention.
You're in an amazing relationship and your girl wants you to wear a animal outfit. Would you?
An
Furry.
animal outfit.
A furry, whatever.
Is she wearing anything or she just got
Don't
me out here in
matter.
an animal
She
outfit?
wants you to wear it. Are you doing it?
Nah, I mean, how amazing is this relationship?
It's amazing. What do you mean?
I'm gonna be with her
It's
for
your
real.
girlfriend. It's your fiance. It's whatever. It doesn't matter.
It'd be tough. It'd depend on the animal. It would be.
Oh,
depending on-
I'm not doing a buffalo, but I'll do it.
A buffalo.
What
Why
do
would
you
that
mean?
be your first thing?
I don't know, but like, what do you mean?
If
it
she want me to
depends?
be like some lion or some shit or something that like is dominant, I'd be like, baby, if this is what you into, I'll dominate. But if she was like, go be a sheep in that corner and make a weird sound, I'd be like, bitch, this is off.
Oh,
I'm not fucking with this.
it's the power
So
position.
you don't do, like,
of
power
your
versus-
I'm not against like her being dominant or being powerful. It's the sheep. I'm not-
So you only want to do powerful animals.
I want cool animals, fam. Can I pick
Oh
my
my
own animals? Is
God.
what I'm saying.
Well, it's her choice, but whatever.
What if you're like gritty?
So
that-
you'll wear whatever animal outfit?
Mm.
So you
If
deal
I
with,
could ever find a woman who actually had the request,
and
maybe.
she's like, yo, I want you to
That's
put
what
on
I'm
this.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to put on a animal outfit, but if a girl asked me to,
Yeah.
I would probably be like, yeah, and then I'll probably be like, this is hilarious, and then I would really
Of
be
course,
like,
it's awesome.
all right, I'm gonna be that duck, girl.
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh.
But then it's gonna be wild when you start requesting to put the duck outfit on. When you come back out with the duck outfit on, and she ain't asking for Aflac. Get this dick.
Wow.
Spotify won't be silencing Joe Rogan amid controversy. Spotify will not be silencing Joe Rogan after a video compilation of him repeatedly using the N-word surfaced this week, the company's chief executive officer said. There are no words I can say to adequately convey how deeply sorry I am for the Joe Rogan experience. Controversy continues to impact each of you. I think it's important you're aware that we've had conversations with Joe and his team about some of the content in his show, including his history of using some racially insensitive language. Following these discussions and his own reflections, he chose to remove a number of episodes from Spotify. He also issued his own apology over the weekend. While I strongly condemn what Joe has said and I agree with his decision to remove past episodes from our platform, I realize some will want more, and I want to make one point very clear. I do not believe that silencing Joe is the answer.
No, it's like having a college recruit or a kid or somebody you just signed. It's just not even like. It's what it is. You sign a big contract on a motherfucker. You'll make sure you make your money back first before you just start sending their ass back to wherever they came from.
Especially when that check already cleared.
That's me, bro. You right. No, you right. No, but with me, no, I'm sorry.
Trying to control your partner.
No, I want to make sure.
Crazy.
I don't know if he be doing stuff with his girl at home and stuff.
Yeah, duck lips.
Yeah. Duck lips.
What up, bro?
No, so I want to say I get it. I am offended by you being like, oh, I don't think silencing him is the answer, but yet you take over 100 episodes off of his podcast because I'm guessing he said nigga in over 100 episodes, which is wild. Which for you to have a fucking compilation, 6-minute compilation saying nigga, not even nigger is what the man made sure y'all heard that ER. And this just goes back to what I would be saying about Joe Rogan. He's a great conversationalist. I'll give him that much. But he understands that he can't say everything that he wants to say in the power that he is in the position that he's in. So he brings people on his show who have aligned views with him, from Proud Boy, the co-founder of the Proud Boys, to motherfuckers like that, to be like, I'm going to let you talk on here because I can't say the shit. But I'm agreeing with Alex Jones. I'm agreeing with these different people who come on my podcast. And I'm not surprised to know Joe Rogan says nigger for 6 minutes. And then I hate when you get the white people in the argument with you of being like, people say Joe Rogan's racist, and they put up like a picture of Joe Rogan with 5 black dudes and 4 of them UFC fighters. You like, first of all, the UFC is a racist organization, but that's cool. Second of all, like, that don't mean you're not racist just because you got black friends and you know black people or you break bread with motherfuckers. That does not mean that at all. Joe Rogan just be getting away with a whole bunch of shit. And I think that it's crazy for the CEO of Spotify to come out and say we don't align ourselves with his views. It is, but we're not going to silence him. I'm not saying that you should silence him, but I don't know if you should reward him either. I don't know if he should have the deal that he has. But then Rumble came out and offered him $100 million to Trump. They're with they have ties with Trump.
They're
at least
Trump affiliates.
Yeah.
And he's never been suspended or anything like that?
No.
Suspended? No, he gonna just keep playing the apology game because now that they say it's a witch hunt. I joked with my mom about this. It's like, it's a witch hunt. It was a witch hunt. People say it's a witch hunt. I was like, but at what point do you like be like, all right, it's a witch, nigga? Mm-hmm. Maybe you should hunt a witch sometimes if a witch is like.
I think if the reaction was that Spotify like kicked him, like that if they kicked him off and he joined some like right-wing media organization, I think that would be no good news because he has so many fans that all of a sudden it would almost like radicalize him and them to be that. And I'm happy that if this fucking had to happen, that he went like, hey, that was super wrong of me to say. That wasn't like, I didn't call anybody that. I was talking about like when it's okay to say the word or something like that. And I know that I can't do that now. And I said that it's not okay to do that now. But and it wasn't okay to do that. And he like did a whole thing. And I'd rather see the fans of Joe Rogan go, I guess Joe was wrong. Okay, yeah, he shouldn't have done that, but we're cool, rather than like, fuck me, fuck you. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna go in another echo chamber and all. So in some ways, like, while I wish it never happened, like I would rather it be dealt with him addressing it maturely than him like going over to a right-wing site and all those people moving out of that.
At a time when cancel culture is at a peak and motherfuckers be getting canceled for nothing, you would just think that like, oh, we've already been given misinformation on vaccinations and COVID. Oh, we've already been given misinformation on who could be, for him to come out and say who could be black or not, which was hilarious. We've already, Joe Rogan said he could determine who was black. He was like, I don't think you should be called black unless you're from the darkest place in the,
he was agreeing with another guy who's like, what does black even mean? People aren't black.
I don't think it's silencing him. It's holding him accountable for
100%.
the things that he says.
That's it.
And I feel like that has, like, calling it silencing sounds so aggressive. Like, Joe Rogan will be fine. He'll always have a platform. He'll always have a following. But I do feel like Spotify, they should hold him accountable.
Yeah, like Whoopi Goldberg was held accountable right away.
2 weeks suspension.
Like right away.
Suspension. There has to be something. And I feel like these big corporations, they're so scared to take a stance sometimes.
Well, you scared to fuck up your money. They like even in their
money over morals.
Even in their first fucking statement, they fucked up because they said Joe right now is close to actually hitting some of his goals. Like, why are we even talking about goals and shit?
Right.
And like bullet points and contracts. And don't even you shouldn't be even bringing that up, because now you're letting us know that it's just straight business and that we're gonna make a decision what's best for our business. And I'm not saying that I don't expect companies to make decisions best for the business. They should, somewhat. I'm also saying I expect companies to be like, let me at least, like you said, hold this man accountable and just say, man, openly. They didn't even openly say they didn't align themselves with Joe Rogan's views. They sent in a company letter and it circulated, and then people end up saying, hey, it's fucked up for you to tell us this behind closed doors. Right. But then you're not telling the people of the world this.
I mean, people are trying to take down Dave Chappelle for way less.
Well, Dave Chappelle will probably stick with Joe Rogan too for the whole.
Letting him keep his.
No, I don't know. I feel like Joe Rogan. I mean, Dave Chappelle saw the compilation and said, "Damn, nigga, I ain't know you said, nigga, 6 minutes, goddamn, it's a lot, nigga."
I understand 30 seconds.
Do you remember that conversation? There's this special series called Talking Funny, and it's Jerry Seinfeld, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and Ricky Gervais having a conversation.
And they saying nigga all in that shit.
Well, they separate them. They said there's two groups of comics here. Two that use the N-word, Louis C.K. and Chris Rock, and two that don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jerry Seinfeld was like, I just don't. I'm not. That's not my community. I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah.
And Ricky Gervais was kind of like, I'm British. I don't really get it. I'm not doing it. And Louis C.K. was like, I think it's funny, and here's my big little comedian reason for thinking it's funny. And Chris Rock was kind of like, and here's why I use it. And then it was almost like Chris didn't have necessarily a commentary on Louis. He was like, Louis can do what he wants. And so I can see, and then Louis used it in his act, so I could see it being like in the conversation of the 2000s when that came out, like, oh, I guess it's a legitimate comedian talking point to be able to say it. And now we're like, that's weird, and that would be weird. And I don't think I would like anybody saying that, even if it's Louis C.K. special. Like, it's interesting because times change.
Even in comedy, it's like it's off limit if you're not black.
I agree. You think it always has been too, or do you think that like Louis C.K., for example, couldn't come back and do anything big partially because he said it in his set before?
I think you asking every black man to be Louis Farrakhan, and I don't think Chris Rock gonna be Louis Farrakhan in a room.
I'm not saying.
No, I'm just.
I'm
giving an example. I'm saying, like, we got Jerry. Number one, we have Jerry Seinfeld, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and who else you say? Ricky Gervais, all in a room. Number one, before you got here, we knew we were talking about the N-word. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he's gonna shut him up when he volunteered to still come here and be open to talking about the N-word with a dude who he knows says the N-word, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like you like, oh, we gonna shock y'all all and just ask a question on camera right now that you don't know and let y'all go from it. Secondly, nothing against Chris Rock. I don't know if Chris Rock has ever had the personality or the person that's gonna shut you down for doing that. Like, you have some people who gonna be like, Paul Mooney might be like, hey, don't fucking play with me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Certain comedians might be like, don't fucking play with me. I don't know if Chris Rock, I think Chris Rock is a bit of a gentleman. I think he lets people, get their opinions across, and that's cool. But, I think
he also went into it knowing this is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So he like, I'm not going to fight you on this.
It wasn't a surprise. It wasn't like, what?
Yeah.
I think backstage in events like that, probably comics like Chappelle or like Chris Rock are like, you do whatever you do, Louis. Like, if you do your I don't know if they're going like, hey, that's not cool to do in that time, but now you would, right?
But I also think that you're saying that, like, we got to still break down the world, right? I know, Chappelle is Chappelle, Chris Rock is Chris Rock. There's still an imbalance in race in America. So, like, even though Louis C.K. is probably at the same caliber at the time as those comedians and touring as them. So in their eyes, they probably still view him like this is a big white comedian. Mm-hmm. I ain't about to tell him what he can't say. I don't agree with this shit, but I still, a lot of times there's a Stockholm syndrome. There's this fear that comes with whiteness in America of telling white people what they can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, as a community, kind of say these things and be like, hey, you can and can't do. I don't know if Chappelle or if Chris gonna pull him to the side and be like, hey, you can't say that, because he's somehow gotten here thus far doing this.
And what happens if they do say that and he just says
Anyway,
I'm good.
now I gotta beat him up. I'm an angry black man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Also, there are other things he said that were racist. That like not to get in the weeds about the N-word thing, because there's things that don't include that word. I think that clips have surfaced are more racist than even those clips.
What, the Planet of the Apes clip that fucking Joe Rogan said?
That shit's racist.
He said we got there and it was Planet of the Apes. It was all black guys. It was not a white guy in sight. You view all black guys as Planet. Exactly.
Yeah, that was racist. And so there was a comparison of like the body of a black man and the mind of a white man. You know, did you see that clip?
Nah,
those were like racist, in my opinion. I mean, I guess using the word is also racist, but I think people are getting a little too caught on
the word itself.
Because of the context of comedy and the context he set, at the time.
There is no context, and we don't give a fuck about context.
Yeah,
that's the disconnect. We
I'm
don't
just
give
saying
a
because
fuck
that
about
was
your
the
context.
Conversation at that point.
I know. Are you saying for Louis C.K.?
I'm saying.
Well,
I
I
don't know when these Joe Rogan clips
I don't give
happened.
a fuck
I'm pretty
about
sure
his
they
context.
happened back then.
No, it was a whole bunch of them.
When it comes to that, there is no context.
It was there is, and that's what white people be missing
Okay.
the point. They think there's a context that matters. There is no context that matters.
Yeah.
Don't fucking say it.
Yeah.
You don't have any rules here in America. You got one rule: don't say nigga. Y'all can't. Y'all break it every day. Y'all want to it's one rule. Just don't fucking say this one word.
Yeah.
There is no context that matters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So when there was a whole bunch of people. It's not just you or anybody else. There
I'm
were a
not
whole
saying
bunch
it's
of
right. I'm
comments
just
that
saying it
said,
was
we don't know
how
the
it
context
was.
of this. Don't let people. This is a witch hunt. Don't fall for this. It doesn't matter the context. It doesn't matter, because you could have easily said N-word and we all still say nigga in our head.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why people want to say it so bad.
Because I can't, and I've never been told I can't do anything in America.
I remember
it's just
when
not being able to cuss in front of your parents or something. It's just there's some things that words that you just can't say, especially in front of certain people. You shouldn't say it anyways. But I'm like, you can control yourself in not saying it.
Chris, you call your girl a bitch?
No, not
Thank
like
you.
Why'd you say
Because like sometimes I'll be like, "Let's go, bitch," as a joke.
I like your attitude.
Bitch, get in the car.
Yeah, like that.
Bitch, get in that motherfucking kitchen and cook me that motherfucking food. Is that what you do?
But yeah. But I don't go like, "Listen, bitch." Like I don't.
Oh, it's not with aggression. It's just like,
No, it's like it's
my bitch, pass me that salt.
I didn't even know you was doing the bitch joke right now. I like that, Chris.
Nah, that's dope. I've never even pulled that off. I mean, I think no.
Yeah, I think it's like you're
I
pretending
respect
to be.
queens.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No, I do.
You don't respect queens if you say
We
the
got-
word
we
bitch.
didn't
say that.
I want to put in a whole studio audience applause right there.
Yo, man, I respect my queens. I ain't gonna lie.
So you're not even gonna use the word bitch as a joke in any context?
I say bitch all the time,
Yeah.
but I say it with love,
Yeah, no, for
because
sure.
words have power, and I put love in bitch. That's what I did a long time ago. So when people use bitch like,
Can
in
you
the
give me an
derogatory way-
example?
Me?
Yeah, like, give me an
Bitch,
example.
I love you. You know that, right?
Oh, bitch, I love you.
Bitch, I love you. You know that, right?
Okay.
Ah, damn, bitch, you looking good today.
Damn, bitch, you ride me so good. Like that? Like,
Man, easy.
I don't know.
Easy.
You're just trying it out?
Yeah.
Never gonna use it. Just
Yeah.
like, damn, my
Well,
queen,
no.
you make love so good.
I only asked you that to just prove that people have obviously control over fucking using certain words when they
Yeah.
want to and not. And you know, sir, you wouldn't call your mama a bitch never in your life.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was total change of subject for some reason. So I was like,
No.
I was like, sure, this is fun.
No. I was
We asked him,
no.
he said, she was like,
I like that it's like only works with compliments. With like, bitch, I
For
love
Steelo.
But you know I've been running that for years. I've been telling you that for years.
you. Bitch, I love
I'm trying to
your
take my
family.
big Chris. I'm trying to take my big Chris. I don't like that.
Bitch, I
Bitch,
love
you're a really intelligent person. Bitch, you have a good heart.
Yeah, no, I don't even.
Bitch, you put your foot in this fucking food.
I don't say bitch in a derogatory way. It's not right.
No.
Sounds mean. All of a sudden.
Because
No,
I mean,
no.
we flip nigga. People flip
Yeah.
nigga at one day, and not Joe Rogan, but people flip nigga at one day, and they was like, "Yo, this is what nigga is," and we gonna make it a thing that
It's a term of endearment.
endearment
I
to
just-
other black men. Like, hey man,
But I
he
don't
my
know.
nigga, my dog.
Yeah.
Or if a girl be like, "This my nigga," she like, "I love this dude. This is
Yeah.
my man." But
And
like,
it has different meaning. Like if you're telling a story, you're like, nigga.
yeah, for sure,
Like, it's
for
different,
sure.
but yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So I think bitch is flippable. I just think,
but you're saying that you.
I just think the woman community has to back us
Wait,
on this.
Alahna was so confused.
No. Well, okay, a little bit probably, but I'm like, every cuss word has multiple meanings depending on the tone you use it in.
Yeah.
Just
You
like
think all of them?
Fuck can mean so many different
A
things.
fucker.
Yeah.
Fucker. That man went white on us so quick. He said fucker.
I think the best example of that is a New Yorker using "you good" because "you good" means
you
12
good.
things.
Yeah.
It can mean actually like I'm care about you, like yo, you good, or it can mean do you want to fight? Like the total opposite.
good?
Like,
Nigga,
yo,
you
you
good?
good?
Yeah.
Yo, you good?
Nigga,
Like,
you good?
It means 20 things.
I really used that to ask.
And that's
That's
wild.
good.
That's scary. If you
Yeah.
don't know the tone.
No,
of,
if you don't know
If
the
a nigga
tone,
step on your
you
shoe,
good?
you
You
good,
like-
you good.
Yeah.
You
Or it
good?
could be
You
like,
might
yo,
let
you
him know.
good?
You good, nigga?
You
No,
good?
it really means the opposite thing. Like what 20 different ways.
Is that just a black thing of like, or like, do white people, do y'all have like things where depending on how you say it?
I'm
it
so
Yeah,
dark.
like,
I think you
Nigga.
good is a universal one.
I don't think so, Alana,
But-
because awesome is awesome. It's not
Yeah,
bad and
yeah,
good.
there's
It's just
nothing-
good.
Awesome is all we get.
Ultimate. Ultimate, right?
Nito only means one thing.
All right, give us another one.
Ultimate, right?
And then it's also like ultimate,
Ultimate frisbee.
ultimate frisbee.
What?
Oh, I got a good one.
What is a good one?
If
Do you want to? What?
like an Italian phrase, like forget about it. Like it means different, right? It
beach?
means
Yeah.
different things.
Forget about it. Yeah, forget about it's a
It
good
could
one.
be, you know what I'm saying?
Forget
It could
about
be good
it.
and bad.
Fucking
Bro.
forget
It could be good and
about
bad.
it.
It
Bro
could be like, yo, this
can mean a
fucking food
million
is
things too. Of
Bro?
course. Bro.
Forget about it. Bro's good. Forget, I like
forget
forget
about
about
it
it.
is
Forget
fine.
about it. Yeah, forget about it's a good one.
It could be bad or it could be
It could
good.
be bad
right?
or good. Yeah.
Like man, this gravy off. Forget about it. Or
Yeah.
like
Or you be like,
forget
man, what
about it.
happened
Or
to
like-
Tony? You're like, forget about it. Alright? It's fucking dead. Guys out of here.
are there no other white
I'm
versions
trying
of
to
come
think
on,
of some.
Chris?
I need them.
We
You're letting
need
down
you. We
the Caucasian
need you.
community right now.
Uh,
This is ridiculous.
That's a good one.
This is ridiculous. Yeah.
seriously is
Come
always
on,
a good. Seriously.
No,
can
Oh,
be
that's
in
true,
so
yeah.
many different
Oh,
ways.
Seriously, dude.
Seriously.
Or like
seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously is a good way to connect.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can say bro in 1,000 ways. Are you
Yeah.
right?
I'm trying to look for like a phrase though. There's definitely is one.
What differentiates BRO to BRUH? Like what?
The race.
Oh, is it?
Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, did you
And
say?
bruh.
No, y'all do say bruh sometimes, but y'all used to say it
Y'all
back
say
in the
bruh.
day. Back in the day, y'all used to say bruh.
I think-
Bruh.
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 I can't
like a
lie.
California
bruh,
kid
like,
thing,
bruh.
right?
Come on, bruh.
I hate
Yeah,
when my
for
kids
sure.
call me bruh. Like
Bruh.
he be like, bruh, come on. I'm like, what?
I am
Not
not
your
your
bruh.
Yeah.
I feel like for some reason bruh feels Bay Area to me.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Bruh.
It's all
So we're
over.
bruh
It's kinda
king.
all over.
So,
Yeah.
That's what I
I don't know
feel.
if that's where it came from.
Yeah, but it's all over.
you hate the
so.
bay.
I don't hate the bay.
Chris can't figure it out anymore. So
You want to go?
This one, the FTC.
What is
You
it?
wanna
estimates
go?
Like, you want to go?
Oh.
You want to
fight.
go? Could it also be like, you want to go?
That
wow,
way.
he dug for that.
He did. He was in
No.
his
He
head.
was like, before this show ends, I'm gonna come up with another one. You wanna
You want to go?
go? Dude,
Dude.
dude can
Dude.
mean 20 things.
Dude.
Dude.
For sure.
But that's bro. It's the same thing.
Dude, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I was looking for a you good. I was looking for a phrase.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really find it.
we
Um,
own the phrases. We own
this is
the
a
phrases.
stupid question. I'll ask you anyway. If y'all could ask God one question and get a guaranteed response, what would you ask? Or her?
Why?
Do birds-
All in one sense, like either why are people evil or why do people do evil things? Like what? Like or where did evil
Come from?
You know what I'm saying? Like what? Yeah.
That's what
Like
you
I really
asked
have a hard.
God?
Yeah. I really have
What
a
if
hard
he's
time
like, I don't
believing-
know, just for fun?
No,
And then
you
you-
gotta be a real.
He was like the
answer.
devil. What if he said just the devil? Gave you a basic
Nah,
answer.
I
You'd be
need-
mad as hell, wouldn't
Yeah, I
you?
need
Use
a
your
real.
one.
I need a real answer. Yeah.
Well, I think
I'm
it's
sorry,
because
God.
isn't it that God gave like the
To create balance.
biggest form of love is freedom of choice, right? So like God could have made us into like, oh, you could only be good people, but that's not really love. 'cause
Boring
it's
as
control.
hell.
It's control.
Actually, you know what? Even better. I'm sorry. Why do great people die too soon,
That's
or
a good
good
one.
people die too soon. Like I've seen people who've killed people, murdered people,
Yeah.
pedophiles who like lived till 78 and like beautiful, great, amazing souls that like dying in their 20s or like that
Yeah.
kind of kid drowning in the pool. Like why would any kid, you know what I mean? Like any kind of shit like that. Like, why do good people die soon? Like too soon.
Yeah.
rather.
It's a
Sorry,
good
that's my
question.
Yeah.
'Cause
Chris,
it really
what's
bothers
yours?
me.
I just the lottery numbers for tomorrow. No,
And that's fair.
no,
I like
Not a
an
bad
answer like
question.
this.
I don't know if that. I also think maybe what's the biggest lesson? Like, what do you want me to learn here?
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
What's the thing? What's the lesson you want me
That's
to learn?
deep.
That's really good.
That's good.
Because you're kind of like getting ahead of things.
I would just ask him what day you coming back so that I could like bullshit until then. And that's fucked up. But also it's just be like, God asked you, and he'd be like, yo, I'm coming back when you like 72. I'd be like, all right, well, I'm about to just go ahead and party. Nigga.
Imagine knowing that date.
Fam.
Nobody will believe
I would, first of all, I don't need the lotto number because now I could just charge niggas to give me the date. I could just tell
Yo.
y'all like, yo, I'm charging $1 million to each person I tell the date to.
You want to be
Sell it
born
as an
again on this
NFT.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell everybody a different date.
Well, I guess the other thing is like I'm trying to fake God out a little bit because God might give you an answer that's like a one-word answer. You're like, why don't people die? And then he's like, to teach you something.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
that sucked.
Yeah.
Or he's like, I'm not coming back until after you're dead, Sterling.
Mm.
And now you're like,
Yeah.
that
With
answer
purpose.
just
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
ask for the lotto numbers.
Yeah. The lotto numbers, what if he just give you some old ones, though? Since you're going to try to shit on ours.
Tomorrow.
He just
I-
give
yeah.
you some
He
old
said
lotto
tomorrow.
numbers.
You have to be
God
very
can't lie to you,
specific.
though. Yeah, he said
But then
tomorrow.
you
Yeah, but you don't know
all
when
the way
tomorrow
to
is. He like, tomorrow is forever.
He's like, I gave you the Ohio lottery.
He say some deep
numbers.
shit, you say tomorrow is forever.
I gave it all.
Because tomorrow is forever.
Idaho.
Shit.
You don't know what lottery it's for.
Yeah, he's like,
You gotta
Idaho.
play to all the 50 states.
you got to figure it out. But you can
Imagine.
figure that shit out, though.
No way.
Can you play online?
I'm saying you
different
could
states?
play. Yeah, you could play it. You could
Yeah.
find a person in each state.
But when you get back down to earth, you ask, what are the lotto numbers tomorrow? You get back to earth, you
Wait,
realize.
I ain't know you went to heaven, nigga.
Wait, you
Oh,
took
yeah.
a trip
was
to,
on your
to get
couch.
this question?
You
Oh, I
stayed on your
went.
couch. He just answered
I
you.
went up there.
It's not an alien abduction.
Yeah.
He
This
just
man went on the trip to get an answer.
I didn't really have a body in this. I was kind of disembodied. It was like what I imagine a DMT trip feels like. I don't
Okay,
know.
that sounds deep.
But I think I like flipped out and like I went up there. I talked to God. And God
Okay.
was like,
Okay.
you have
Alahna?
one thing.
Who was
Who was God to you when you pictured God in this scenario? Sorry.
Well, I want to know what you
Yeah,
what you
What's
asking.
her? Yeah.
Oh, what am I asking?
Hurry up, because you off camera.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I had this question. I thought about it, and I had a real.
And you have
true
no answer now?
No, I can't remember what I said. Someone said it was.
Who did I
stupid.
picture God as? Do you picture God as white every time? Or do you picture guys like white with long hair? And
I
abs?
Oh,
actually,
you picture God as a person?
huh?
I didn't picture him as a person.
If I'm first of all, I was just talking to God. I stayed on my couch. He just answered me. It was never like a real
But
interaction.
when you think of God,
When
do
I
you
think
think
of
of
God-
him in like a humanly form?
I ain't gonna front with you. All over the place. Every time it's a different version. Cause I just be drawing different things. Cause I'm like, I don't know if I can. God isn't a person, even though He did make us out of His image and
In
own
his
likeness.
image, yeah.
For me, it's still like I don't look at God as a person. I look at it as a spirit.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
still shape that spirit sometimes for fun.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can
Yeah.
actually pinpoint what that spirit looks like. So I just be drawing shit as God sometimes.
If he was a person, is he or she the most good-looking person, or is it like?
I think God definitely popping. I think God, God.
Like, why wouldn't God give himself? A
God
six-pack?
called people ugly in the Bible. That's crazy. In a couple scriptures said the
did.
person did not look good, and I was like, man, God, for you to make this person and then be like, that's not my best work. It's crazy. It's wild to
That was-
tell people.
Yeah, that's a good one for
Literally.
him. Hey, why do ugly people exist, God?
Why not just make everybody pretty so then we can make
Nah,
a
that's
real
mean.
choice?
That's mean.
When
But we could just make a real
personality is
choice on like
factor.
if we liked everybody. What if we all just look like one gray blob like in the fucking movie, or we all just had real pretty faces where everybody eyes were the same and they all could agree
Yeah, but
everybody's pretty.
Or maybe God's answer would be, there are no ugly people.
No, God wouldn't say that.
just
He'd be
what
like-
you-
Good cleanup.
what you think.
No,
good cleanup.
he be like, I ain't got time to make all the people.
God has like elves.
What you
God
think?
is
God,
like elves?
God doesn't have elves?
Like his angels are like elves. They like as they're putting together the people.
I feel like God definitely does have people that work for him.
Yeah, I think angels work for him, right?
I'm saying to put together people though.
There's a put together people department.
I
Wait,
feel like
what?
I feel like God can't be just still putting together babies himself now. I feel like
I
he
think
did that
it's like-
in the early years. He was
I think
like,
it's like a computer.
I think it's like early been on fries. It's like you did fries and now you own McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? God was like, I gotta make the fries in the beginning because this is what the meal looked like. But then he was like, all right, now y'all know how to make the fries.
Do you think the new person on duty is better or worse, like now than like 100 years ago? You think people look better now or back then?
Oh, I think people were fire. I think people were fire back then. I think bodies changed a lot, which is weird. I don't know if it's the food we eat,
Yeah.
and different things, but I think bodies like natural shapes. And you're saying back then, because I don't know why I went to the 60s as if that's that long ago.
Yeah, when
It's
is
not
back
even
then?
that long ago. I was like the 60s she's talking about. When you say back then, what do you mean?
Like hundreds of years.
Oh,
I'm
hundreds
picturing,
of
like,
years ago.
like the first Olympics.
Like caveman?
Oh, like
No,
Eve's
like-
titties.
And what?
Like Eve's titties when she came, like when she first got here, where they
Oh, like do you think they were good?
popping,
They had to have been good.
popping, perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Perfect.
I mean, why not? Why wouldn't
Eve
you?
was probably hot.
Eve was definitely
They
hot.
both had to be
Sure.
hot.
Eve was definitely hot.
What does your Eve look like?
Ooh,
My Eve is kind of looks like Venus from that famous painting, the portrait. You know,
okay.
you'll see it. It's like a famous old school painting
With the arms off and shit.
Yeah, she's like that.
Oh, it's a
and she
statue
has,
or it's a
like,
painting?
Red hair. I think it's a painting.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that.
Watch, I'll find it.
My
What
Eve-
does your Eve look like?
My Eve from she from Philly.
My Eve is exotic.
She got a short haircut, and she married the
Beautiful.
Reddit guy.
brown skin.
Did she marry the Reddit guy? Who did Eve marry?
Mm.
Who did Eve
Oh,
marry?
oh, Philadelphia Eve?
Yeah.
That
Oh.
mayor guy in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It
No.
was just a mayor. I thought she married a billionaire.
That's
Oh,
my
Oh,
Eve, but
that
that's just
Eve.
because I was raised Catholic, so I'm, or
Yeah.
that's so
Can
I'm
you see your
picturing.
That looks crazy.
Oh,
It's
that's
always
your
like,
Eve.
Like it's always like
Oh,
classic
that's
rabbinical
like
shit.
that's a Catholic Eve.
It's not a Catholic Eve, but it's
Catholic
just in my.
naked Eve?
There's definitely Catholic influence in my.
Yeah.
Catholic,
version
they
of
have like
Eve.
a lot of naked stuff going on, and like
Yeah.
their pictures and stuff.
Very sexual.
But this Eve isn't hot.
Mm.
Yeah, I wanted your Eve to be hot. Like
Yeah.
if I'm Adam, my Eve looks like
Of course.
Oh, are you saying if I get to direct a movie and I get to make who Eve and Adam are?
Sure.
Okay, well then maybe that's different. Because that's just the one in my brain. I thought we were talking about what came to our minds when we pictured Eve.
I think Eve, yeah, definitely exotic.
Yeah, exotic.
Exotic for
exotic.
sure. Popping.
Yeah. Brown skin. Just
Brown
like-
skin.
Like the curly
You
hair.
know I love your brown skin. I mean, we didn't even get to ask Lenny a whole bunch of questions and shit.
Yeah, it was too weird.
I mean,
Next
Lenny's
one.
too cool. He's too smooth. We really wanted him to like,
No, this
jump-
was great.
No, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? You did a great job, Lenny. We appreciate you. You know, if nothing else, we've been asking you for over a year and a half.
I appreciate you guys having me. I'm not as smart as you guys, but I thank you for letting me
What?
sit in.
Don't think
Lenny,
that's
you're
true at all.
Nah, thank you.
you're a
thank you.
genius.
Seriously, I appreciate you.
You're
guys.
behind all of our favorite artists and favorite people. That takes genius work. That's just not some shit that you stumble over.
Oh, I had a Lenny's life question. I was gonna say, who was there anybody? Who was the person that you like saw at the very beginning and you were immediately like, these people have it? Like, who stands that out in your mind? Maybe they didn't even get theirs until far after you met them. Or is there like a personal trait that stands out about all these legendary artists you've interacted with?
Wait, okay, two-part question, or
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah,
I don't understand the first part.
He was
I understand
saying
the
who
second
was like a person that you saw and they immediately you were like, that person has it. That person has it. And he was saying that person didn't necessarily have to actually make it, or they did make it.
Yeah, I mean,
but you just felt as though like when
Got it.
I
think that's what he was saying.
yeah,
If
I was
not,
saying whether
please
they
correct that.
made it or
Yeah.
didn't make it. Really,
Honestly,
Yes, that's
it's going to sound cliche, but I promise you it's not, because I've been here for almost 30 years.
Tia Marie.
What's wrong with this guy? No, Jay, right? But mind you, you got to think, I'm seeing Jay prior to Rockefeller Records. This is prior to that stuff. This is him spending his own money in St. Thomas for an independent song, an independent video that they paid for, with bottles of Cristal
That's
and a
that guy,
speedboat.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like spending.
You were
their
at Bad
own
Boy
money.
before that too, right?
Yeah. So
This is that
watching
guy,
that
man.
and watching the lifestyle really be like, in plain sight, like real. Remember, there was no. You obviously know there's budgets when you make a record and you make a video. They didn't have a record deal, so there was no budget. And these guys were in St. Thomas and different, like filming videos that we know cost probably $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 back then.
Back then,
in
crazy.
like 93 or whatever it was.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was my biggest attraction. Besides me thinking Jay was just a phenomenal rapper, the lifestyle was just like, holy shit.
Shit,
The
yeah.
vision,
Like these guys are,
probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
are really.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy is I got a record coming out this Friday. If y'all don't know, with Fabulous and Aaron Ray. But also, you know, I be on my own J because I'm independent and I be living a lifestyle.
That's why I
You
showed
know
up
what
to the
I'm
video.
saying? Thanks, man. I appreciate you,
No, for
man.
real.
It was
It's
crazy,
like, yo,
man.
Steelo really does.
He does this, man. He be traveling.
What
And-
label paid for Steelo's video?
I don't know label.
Congratulations, y'all played yourself.
You played yourself. No, I'm just chilling. I'm just putting out some records, but you know, I really do have a record out Friday.
Yeah.
So check it out and shit.
Do yourself the
Hey,
biggest favor.
that's crazy. Is that it? Did
All
we do
right.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lenny S,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Lenny.
You're a fan favorite. You're my favorite. You're invited back anytime you want to come
Absolutely.
back.
I appreciate
Yeah, thank you so much. Zip it up.
Zip it out.
Zip. Thank you, Alahna.
Alahna.
Thank you.
Bye.